Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday night sketch op with 4C Comics. We're going old school. No, this is not 2021. This is 2022, and I'm joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Ken Carson. Everybody say hi, Ken. Ken, say hi.
Hey, what's happening?
So it's going to be a fun show tonight. We're going a little bit old school. We got the legends, the men, the myth, Mr. Larry Stroman, who is working on some technical difficulties, but he will be back with us very shortly. And David should be here soon, too. So I hope everybody's been doing good. It feels like forever. Look at that. Perfect. See? Oh, I knew you'd fix it, Larry. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Coming in
Okay.
last week there. And see, Annika's here. She has to cut vegetables, so she's not going to join us live tonight. So you cut those vegetables. Avi's in the crowd. Jason, how are you doing, buddy? Maybe Ken's. We've been working on some stuff all day because our last week we did a wonderful charity show that I was unfortunately unable to attend, but with unattendance came great opportunities. So I got myself Simpsonized, and it looks pretty freaking awesome. And so did Annika, and so did Bacon. And of course, if anybody's friends with Ken on Facebook, you've seen his avatar. Oh, I heard another click. I think we're joined by, drum roll. Boom, Brohawk in the house.
Not that dude.
Hurry up, Larry.
I'm here.
Welcome back, Dave.
How's it going, buddies?
What's happening?
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
It has.
Too long, buddy. It's good to hear your voice.
Can you guys hear me all right?
You're
Yeah.
a little low.
Say again?
You're a little low, but we can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Just talk to us like you're yelling at Larry. Everything will be fine.
Hold on. I'm going to just fix my mic. That's all I'm going to Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So how hot is it down there?
I don't know. I'm in an air-conditioned room.
I am too, but it's still hot.
That's
Oh yeah, yeah. I do my broadcast upstairs in my house, and let me tell you, it's about 15 degrees hotter up here than it is downstairs. Thinking about moving the whole setup, but so anybody doesn't know what we're doing tonight, and we'll talk about lots of stuff. But just to let you know, there he is. Look at that, like a rock star over there. We're going to be doing some 3/4 figures. We're going to be doing the same price for Larry, same price for David. You got here are the rules as always, since it's been forever since we've been able to do this. And I said this feels kind of old school. It's a live claim sketch show, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a claim up. The first 3 people that get in the claim, the first one who gets it. If it's more than 3 people, then we're going to do a wheel spin. And there's 5 people going to be on the wheel. So 5 of you will get on there. Whoever wins the wheel spin gets the option to get the art. Once you get the claim, you got to message us if you've never gotten something from us before, because we need your your info so we can send you an invoice. Everybody be nice to each other, and please come check us out at 4ccomicart.com because we got a new website. It's up and running. You can look up these 2 guys on there, and but you can just message us through Messenger or our regular email to give us your information if you never bought from us before. Wow, somebody's got some claims.
somebody just got eaten by a demigorgon.
I don't know what that was.
What in the world?
But the other thing is, guys, yeah, everything has to be, if you claim something, it's a promise to buy. So please, let us know, pay us within like a week. And if you need longer, we like you guys. We'll work with you. Just keep in contact with us and be nice to each other, and let's have fun. It's going to be a great show, and we got lots of stuff to hang out and talk about because we haven't seen these guys in a while. So, and there's our first claim of the night for Larry. Let's see who's getting something from Larry. You want to know who got something from Larry? Look at this, Larry. Can you see? Look what I got. This is a page from
Nice.
X Factor 71. Your first X Factor. Look at that beautiful thing. I saw that and I was like, man, I got to get it.
That's pretty wicked.
Probably been a minute since you've seen it. But
She
it's
gave it to
awesome.
me.
I got a little D-Wams art behind that right over here. Got
What
some
did I
old
do for
sketches
you?
I got from Larry
What
back
did-
in the 90s.
What did I do something specifically for you?
This was a piece. It was one of your prelims for a cover you did for G.I. Joe. You
Oh,
have done something specifically for me, but this, let me show you. Oh, look at this. That's another gorgeous one. Look at that. That was a prelim you did for a G.I. Joe cover, and it's like basically the cover. It's pretty awesome.
Pretty much. Can I make an announcement real quick?
Of
Sure.
course. Yeah.
The sketches that I'm going to do, I can only do a few because I can only be here for a little bit.
Sure.
Are exclusively for 4C, so I'm not making any money. It's for you guys, but I'd like to do another show at some point to where I do like a marathon show where I do the whole entire proceeds for you guys, because you guys have been so helpful with, me and my situation, and I just want to pay it back. And I really appreciate you guys helping me through a tough time.
No way, man. We appreciate you. You don't ever have to tell us thank you, man. We're just working with you to mix it up. But we
That's
really
what family does.
do.
Yeah,
That's what we do,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And letting all your people in the chat and people who follow you guys to go check out Truth, Justice, American Way on Indiegogo. It's my crowdfunded book. And also sign up for the Bass Reeves Collected Edition. It's the full 6 issues of Bass Reeves, and I'm working on both of those at the same time. Another reason why some of the commissions that I've already owe people here is why some of that stuff is pushed back, because my attention's all over the place right now. So it's not focused on just one thing. So it's on a multitude of things. So you haven't been forgotten. Product is going to be coming your way soon, and I'd like you to support, independent comics.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Heck yeah. And if you guys didn't see, we got a claim up right now for the Brohawk himself. So if anybody wants to get one, get in there, guys. Let's do some sketching, man. Let's see. Oh yeah, absolutely. A Facebook user. I'm guessing that's. I don't even know. You guys, nobody gives permission to see your names anymore. So I have no idea who Facebook user is.
Hey, it's going to be a short show if nobody claims.
We got to see. I see all the same names. I bet you a lot of these people already have pieces, but
Yeah, exactly. Or waiting for theirs.
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
No, you got some. There's definitely some people in the audience who getting stuff from you, and they can't wait, and they're more than happy to wait.
Thank you.
How
I'm in the middle of eating dinner, so if you see me go off screen, it's because I'm taking a bite or something.
You're supposed to show You're supposed to show yourself eating, because that's what YouTube is a bunch of people eating and stuff, and we're supposed to watch them. There you go.
There you go. Earlier, yeah, when we first came on, we were both eating our dinner, and I was like, we should just start the show now. Just be join 4C while we shove food in our faces.
Get some of that ASMR action going.
Yeah, right. What are you working on there, Larry?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, I mean,
comes
we'll get him doing something. What would you like to see Larry draw, Jeff?
Dude, he can draw whatever he wants to, man. I love it. I'm trying. I want to see. He's got like a nice little thing going on. Maybe it's a surfer. Could be. I mean, that's the great thing about this is it could turn into anything in like a second.
Draw Fat Albert.
Well, maybe not Fat Albert. I don't know if that.
That would be a good idea. I've never drawn him before.
Uh-oh. So Larry, go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to say, for anybody, I'm going to be going to Boston this weekend. But I'm not tabling. I'll probably be hanging around with Larry sometimes, but I'm not actually tabling. I'm just going to be walking around talking to guys, trying to get them to do some sketch shows and things like that. And it'll be a working trip, but it's going to be, more relaxed, more fun. As I'm driving up, I'm going to be stopping along the way. I'll be seeing Ron Wilson, picking up a bunch of art from Ron. I might be stopping by another creator's house and doing some signings. There's a lot of stuff that might be happening. So
That's the great thing when you drive straight up the East Coast. You can almost hit everybody. I think he's going to stop off at all of our. The only person you're not going to see might be Annika this week.
exactly.
I think he's going to stop off and see Bacon. And hopefully, we're going to be able to have an early lunch on Thursday, and then he's just going to be flying through.
Exactly.
Oh, I got a claim for
somebody,
for, David, because he says he's got 3 Stromans. He wants to even it out. He's only got 2 from the Brohawk, so he wants to even it out.
All right, Jason, tell us what you want, buddy.
Yeah, man. You get in there early before everybody starts filling in. We only got a handful of people on the show right now, so one of those weird things. There have been so many cons lately. C2E2 just ended. Boston. Besides, when we were in, Ken was in Terrificon last week. Before that, and then it was the week before that we were in San Diego. So we know, man, people's they're trying to replenish their wallets a little bit. We get it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, Jason, just let us know what you want, man. And we'll
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert. There you go. Fat Albert. Well, unlike you, I think he's drawn a lot of Fat Alberts. I think.
More specifically, he wants Dumb Donald.
He wants Spider-Man.
Fat Albert in a Spider-Man suit.
In a dumb mask.
Is that Spider-Man for me? Oh, that's for me.
It's for you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, Larry, if you want to get sketching, I'll request something for you. You do an Iceman.
All right.
He's like, look, it's done.
Iceman on a hot summer's day.
So he can do what Ice does.
Oh, Jason says Spider-Man or Beta Ray Bill, whichever you prefer. That's a big swing there.
Yeah, it is.
So I saw Thor: Love and Thunder today.
Oh, that's right. I meant to ask you about that. I knew you were in the theater. What'd you think?
Don't ask me about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure.
It was a movie.
Yeah, it was something, all right.
That had 2 heroes in it.
Yeah.
I just love how they just give Stormbreaker, right? And guess we're never going to see Beta Ray Bill.
They let Tango Waititi have carte blanche, and he went full Tango Waititi, and that's all I have to say about that.
You know what who I blame for all this is James Gunn, and also Kevin Feige. I mean, Kevin Feige's at this point, he's acting like he has fool's license and he could just like throw anything at the screen. And the whole thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy, it was good, but then Kevin Feige said, okay, let's make everything like this because people were laughing and it got, all this, I think it made more money than Winter Soldier. And Winter Soldier was like the turning point for Marvel at one point because they were going so serious and they were taking it like, okay, here's a serious film. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, once they did Guardians of the Galaxy, it made people, it was like whiplash. They're like, what is this? And it made like D-list characters, like A-list characters all of a sudden. So Kevin Feige, now being the suit that he is, I think he always was a suit, go and say, okay, we got to go where lightning already struck. Let's find another person who could do this thing. And Kevin White, the fact that he did that to Ragnarok wasn't funny, if you read the comic, it's dark, and once I almost walked out of that movie within the first 5 minutes when what's his name was with the shake weight, like he was jerking off or something. I was just like, I said, you know what, I can't do this. And my wife was just like, no, we paid, let's just sit through it. And I was through the whole thing. It was progressively pissing me off more and more and more. But for some reason, people just love that film. And I'm like, what? How could you love this from when we had this and the direction was going in this serious thing? Now everything else is this. And you turned your main male Superman character into a blonde mimbo. I'm like, Thor's not a mimbo.
What am I drawing? I forgot.
You're drawing me in a cape.
Oh, okay.
Iceman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, listen, it's Winter Soldier is my favorite of all the entire MCU movies. It's the most well-rounded. It's a perfect story. It was really, the only thing that ruined it is the fact that I knew who the Winter Soldier was, and I read comics, so I knew who the Winter Soldier was. If I hadn't known, it would have been 100 times even better than it was, and it was already an awesome movie. Yeah. But they just, they have this thing where they they do these movies and they say, oh, we hit gold, let's see if we can just keep, like it's like sports, we'll just keep running the same play until it doesn't work. So hopefully maybe now that they see it didn't work, they'll try to go back to the stuff that did, but
no, they're not. They've become so corporatized. That's why I call them McMarvels. Over 20 billion sold. You get in the same lame cheeseburger over and over, but you know what you're getting. You know what I mean? And it's not that Thor and all of that kind of stuff. It's the same crap. That's what it is. It's not something where by the time we got to not Civil War, but Winter Soldier, the game was leveling up, and we're like, oh shoot, they brought it up a notch. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't bring it up a notch. To me, that felt like a movie outside. It's a Marvel movie, but it's outside of this continuity. So I enjoyed it for itself, and I never followed the comics, so I was just like, okay, that was a fun movie. But everything has to be like that? No, it doesn't. What the Russo brothers did on their first foray into Marvel was them actually doing film work. They were TV guys, and they did a film. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they got corporatized, and then they started doing they became undiscernible from every other director that they could hire Ken right now and say, oh, we got Ken Carson to be the next director. People will go, okay, they'll just shrug their shoulders, and they'll have a product that looks just like everything else because they previs this stuff to death. And I'm just like, I'm done with it.
Yeah. I was at All H for the announcements for the slate of the next movies, and the I don't know, the tonal change for the next two, like the Guardians movie and for the Wakanda movie, seem a little bit more. They don't seem quite as levity filled as a lot of the other movies. I honestly, they're pretty. I mean, there's going to be comedy in the Guardians. You can't stop that, but
it's impossible to have the levity in this Black Panther thing because they put they're capitalizing off of Chadwick Boseman's death, and that's terrible. They should have just recast that because he doesn't own that character. Okay, if they're going to use that rubric of because said person who's connected to character or because they died, no one else could play that part, then why don't you cancel all the other movies because Stan Lee died?
Right. But
You
yeah,
know what I'm
you'd
saying?
never see another Superman movie. Or
It doesn't make any sense. And
No.
I'm just like, recast him, and the way they could have recast him, because they have this whole multiverse thing, you could play in that arena and stuff.
yeah,
I was suggesting, because the original person who had the Black Panther before Marvel got all their rights back and they got, their heads out of their butt and became a movie producing company, the one who was pitching it in the first place was Wesley Snipes. And it kept falling apart, but he was pushing for that before he did Blade, and then he
Right.
settled on Blade. And I was saying, okay, you could do something to where, because Marvel put themselves behind the 8 ball by saying, okay, here's the multiverse and here's these other Spider-Men from this other theatrical universe, right?
right.
By their logic, Toby's actually the very first Spider-Man because he's the eldest out of them. So you could say that's Earth 1, Prime 1, whatever it is, the very first, that's actually the first Marvel universe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we don't know if there's a Black Panther or a Doctor. Matter of fact, they do know there's a Doctor Strange because in Spider-Man 2, they mentioned Doctor Strange. And so you could say something to where, because of the multiverse and something's happening, the merging is happening to create one world.
Right.
This Black Panther from Toby's world has to go over to this world, and it's still T'Challa. You know what I mean? But he's aged up T'Challa. So you could say that Chadwick Boseman, this is that version, but he's just aged up. But now he's over here. You know what I mean? So they just have to deal with the older. And Wesley still does martial arts movies. They're crappy, but he still does them. You know what I mean? So he knows what to, and he could still act. Get that man in the Black Panther suit and say because that's unfair for you to use the Black Panther logo and character, the look, without having that's like doing more Batman movies without Bruce Wayne as Batman. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think they were in it. I mean, once again, I don't think their intention was to market to make money off of the death of Chadwick Boseman. I think it was them just having no clue what to do after he passed away. They were like, this is like, finally there was a movie that that people got behind, that had had a black lead, and it was so successful and everybody loved it, and now he's gone. And they were trying, like, how do we honor this? Do we just move on to the next? But they just didn't know what to do, and they should have just waited and given it time instead of making decisions immediately. And they were trying to do what I think was what they were trying to say, that Chadwick is was this character. He's the one that brought this together. He's the one who epitomized this character, and they were trying to honor him. But once again, I always thought of all these comic book movies, like every time a new actor goes into the role, I just think of it as being like when a new artist or a new writer gets on a comic book. They're not all going to look exactly the same. It's going to be a little bit different. It doesn't even have to be another universe. It can just be somebody else envisioning the character. I mean, that's how you can have Michael Keaton as Batman and have all the different guys who've played Batman over the years. It doesn't all have to be the exact same. There's you got Frank Miller Batman, you got Jim Aparo Batman, you got all these Jim Lee Batman. They don't all have to be exactly the same. The same thing with the actors. I think they just didn't know what to do, and they were trying to they had to fix their plan, because when he passed away, their long-term 10-year plan got messed up, and then they just went too fast. They should have just waited.
I'm of the mindset that Hollywood is evil and wicked, and they would try to make money off of a dead man. So yes, no, I don't accept them at all.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you that they had the ability with the multiverse to just fix it. They could still honor. I think part of Marvel's thing was they kind of wanted to honor Chadwick Boseman a little bit, and they still could have did that.
The film. Yeah,
they still could have had him die. I mean, like you said, just pull the Black Panther out of another multiverse.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it would actually make sense. It would actually tie into what's going on.
Exactly.
They did
And
something like
then
that.
they could do something where you could, because there were all these other plans back in the day for Marvel actors, movies and actors that were in are up for the said roles. Adrian Brody was up for Doctor Strange before Marvel had it. Imagine him coming in as like the Doctor Strange from Toby's world and stuff like that, just to have a different Doctor Strange if you're playing in the multiverse.
Right.
You'd be like, damn. I think, he actually looks more like the part of the comic book, long, gangly. He's not handsome and, cut and ripped and all this. The guy who's playing him now looks more like Reed Richards instead of Doctor Strange, in my humble opinion.
Right. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I just hate what they did with the Hulk. I hate that.
Oh,
Yeah, Ken hates Ken's been ever since Smart Hulk came. Ken's been like, and I agree. I love the Hulk in Avengers. I love the Hulk in Age of Ultron, and the way they did the Smart Hulk and even the Hulk in Ragnarok, I just was not a fan of.
Imagine if they brought again, go back to Toby's world. They brought in the Hulk from that world, and it's Eric Bana. You know what I mean? And he meets this Hulk and stuff, and you just have all these different kind of things. Like, there's going to be a certain tipping point where you're going to have to let go of these actors because they cost too much, like what they did with Robert Downey and all that kind of stuff. And you could just revisit these other characters and bring them back and have them, leave on a high note with, like what they did with this last Spider-Man. It's like,
well, listen, we may end up, considering where they're ending the whole Phase 6, it's going to end in the Secret Wars, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the one from when we were kids.
Yeah,
the multiverse is going, so they might be drawing from all over the place. So you never know what you're going to see. You could see Wesley Snipes' Blade again. I don't know. It could be crazy.
Yeah, that's true. I hope they don't do his Blade again. Make him T'Challa. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Agreed. But yeah, I mean, I kind of actually came to terms. I was watching Endgame recently for like the 50th time, and that whole scene where when the Hulk basically says it's got to be me to do the snap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it finally it all came. I mean, I've known it for all this time, but it was just an epiphany where I was just like, okay, he had to be smart because you couldn't have the rage monster do the snap, and they obviously wanted the Hulk to do the snap, not Thor. Yeah. So they had to make him into Professor Hulk.
Yeah.
And they still could have undid it after the snap. He could have been completely pissed off and, something like that. But it actually started with the whole being afraid of Thanos and wouldn't come out and fight. I mean,
I hated that. I hated that so much.
Yeah.
He needed some real get back. He needed to body slam Thanos like 10 times more than what he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he needed to open up a big can of whoop ass on him.
Well, that's why I wish they had done it like the previs said they had planned on doing it, which was the Hulk just busting through the Hulkbuster suit and beating up Cold Obsidian and just and maybe going, I know they wanted him to end up being Smart Hulk at the end, but he could have hulked out one more time where he just, I didn't even like the look of the Hulk in Ragnarok. Yeah. I thought it looked very cartoony. And same thing with Infinity War, obviously, because it was the same design. I'm just not a big fan of that one. I love the one for the other movies, though. And I don't mind the one of the Smart Hulk now. It looks, it's gotten so good. I just prefer him not to sound exactly like, Bruce Banner Bruce Banner sounds when he's in person. I wish he had a little more bass to his talk or something. I don't know. And once again, we'll see how it all goes. He's going to be in She-Hulk. That comes out next Thursday, a week from this Thursday. So that should be an interesting, fun show. We'll see. I'm a big She-Hulk guy, so I hope it's like John Byrne's run. I was a fan of that. So
Yeah. I see that Daredevil's in there, and he's got the red and yellow suit.
yeah, that looks pretty fly. We'll see how that goes up. Once again, this is gonna be a 30-minute, like, it's gonna be more of a I don't know if it's sitcom is the right word, but it's definitely gonna be more. It's gonna be different than some of the other shows they've had. So we'll see what.
Wait, each show is like 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sitcom-y. It's not gonna be like.
Oh,
It's gonna be
that's
like,
lame.
yeah, well, it's gonna be like WandaVision was. Those were all like 30-minute episodes.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't even watch that. So,
But I don't know how many there's going to be. I don't know if there's going to be 10 or 12 or 8 or 6. I got to see, but
I got a bad feeling about this.
D. Wams is angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry.
That's it.
Let's see. You see Linda Craig? She says, "Puny Hulk, not please Ken."
Yeah, that's right. Because I absolutely loved the way the Hulk was portrayed in like the first Avenger movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought like perfect, even the way he looked. Because the way I always the Hulk that I grew up with, he wasn't big, cut, ripped like an Adonis. He was big and strong, had muscles, but there was an underlying of little chubbiness. You know what I mean? Just a more of a natural look to him instead of somebody who's like completely like roided out.
Mm-hmm.
Look more like Stone Cold Steve Austin instead of The Rock. But yeah,
I always thought they always went too big with the Hulk, and they could have got a guy in like a WWF guy or whatever, football player, whatever, really big guy, and put him like in a silicone suit and then CG enhance him to make him look, you know what I'm saying? So it could look like he's really in the room because someone really is in the room.
Yeah.
And you just fix all that stuff, and you could, I don't know. We're getting back to the whole point of this is live action, right? And when in what was it, the 50s, when they did the Kirk Allen serial of Superman, the kids were disappointed because we see Superman and then as soon as he flies off, it's a cartoon, right?
right.
And then people really liked the George Reeves one because at least he was in the room when he was flying, even though it was rear screen projection or whatever it was, but it was still him. So that was appreciated more. But the Kirk Allen thing is what we're doing now. When the Christopher Reeves movie gave us the template to say, oh, we're going to make you believe a man could fly because they put this man on a wire. He lived on a wire for months, doing all of his flying and stunts and all this other kind of stuff. And he convinced a lot of people like, oh, that looked real, especially at that time.
Right.
Now they can't wait to get this, get the CG double in there, and they'll do all the action. So we're back to the Kirk Allen cartoon thing as soon as cut to, CG, because that's all CG is. It's Photoshop. It's cartooning, you know? So we're reverting backwards, I was a big fan of this last Batman movie. There is very little actual CG Batman in there. Very little, and I was just like, yeah, that's live action Batman right there, however whether you like it or not, but at least they got the spirit of it right, because that you want to see the guy, you want to see the guy in the real suit. In these Spider-Man movies, the guys hardly ever wear those suits on set.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
I think it's a little harder with the other. Like Batman's, he's a person who's wearing a bat suit, so it's easy to have an actor play a person wearing a bat suit. With the stuff that like Spider-Man has to do, it's just so hard to get, to do it naturally. Even the suit, they even have to like go in and tweak it when he like turns his head and there's like a wrinkle in the like they tweak all of that out. There's like no way to make it look like
I don't like that. Keep the wrinkles, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's it's all right to have the perfect imperfections because that's what our eye naturally wants to see.
Right.
You know, once you eliminate it and you start making it all CG, the uncanny valley is worse than you actually seeing the wrinkles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So get rid of all of that stuff. And what it comes down to is money and them being lazy, because they're getting rid of
Have you
all
seen
of
this? Have you seen this new thing? This new movie called Carter?
Oh, it's on
No.
Netflix. I saw an ad for it. I haven't watched it yet.
Man, it is amazing. That's it's been a long time that I've looked at something where I said, "How did they do that?" That's how the action was. It's called Carter.
who was in it?
Nobody.
Some martial arts, martial arts dude.
I didn't recognize any of the actors in it, but it's one of
Man,
the top.
it is. I'm telling you, it's amazing. That's one of those movies that when you watch it, you're going to be saying, "How in the world did they do that?"
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's check that out.
I haven't felt like that in a long time with a movie.
It impressed the curmudgeon. That's awesome.
Right? I don't like anything.
You know, I don't even like my mama. Like what?
Oh.
All right.
We gotta stop distracting David. He's barely. We made him so mad about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He hadn't had time to put pen to paper.
I've been drawing my butt off.
All right, let's see it all. Look, it's done. Boom. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that crap, man. Look at it.
He just makes it look
Y'all
easy.
don't even know.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're on. It's all right.
It's all right.
That's great.
No, listen. I'm gonna put it out there now, so all y'all stay away. David has a page up on Comic Link that someone is selling, and I want it. It's a cover. I own the prelim for it. Everybody else, stay away. I'm gonna bid on it. Stay away. I'm telling you, I'll hit you with this ruler. Stay away. It ends on Friday night. You can watch me win it. Don't you dare bid.
Who's selling it? I have no
Kyle,
idea.
somebody just so whoever has it, they're selling it. It's one of your Nova covers, and
Oh,
I own
really?
the prelim for it. It's like the Halloween one where he's walking
cool.
with all the kids, and I saw that, and I'm like, I want it. So I'm gonna go at it.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
if I find out any of y'all bid me up,
It's on like Donkey Kong.
exactly.
That's
Last
funny.
couple pieces I've been looking at some art out, and people have been coming in and sniping me at the last second.
You're not this time.
I don't think so.
Why not tell the world? Because I trust my 4C faithful, and if they find out somebody else is trying to get it, I know that they'll unplug their computers.
Exactly.
They'll steal their phones. You got to put it out there in the ether.
Looking through some of the.
So how have the big shows been these days? Since I haven't been to one in a while.
They're getting busier. I mean, San Diego Comic-Con was ridiculous. But last week we were at Terrificon, and man, what a great show that was. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's San Diego was, and actually we found out that San Diego was still about 30,000 people shy of where it normally is, and it was still pretty packed, about 135,000 people. So
Wow.
I heard we had to mask up that whole show though. So I heard C2E2 was a little more loosey goosey with the masks, but I think people are just kind of done with it. They're like, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. I'll just get sick for a couple days. But you know me, I'm a big proponent of people being safe out there. So. But we've got so Ken's going to do Boston, which will be fun. He gets to see you and hang out. That'll be cool. And then
He met Larry Cook for me one night.
there you go.
Hot dogs and beans.
Breakfast of Champions. And then
I'm actually doing
Cornbread
And
and
the
chitterlings.
Yeah.
And then the next show, I think.
I think I'm gonna try that one of these days. I've never tried it before.
Oh, geez.
I've never had chitlins ever.
Never too late, I guess.
They're called shitterlings.
I can remember when I was probably
That's right. Chitterlings.
I criticize. I cap on Kevin all the time because he loves him, and he's like, you don't know, you didn't have them prepared properly. I'm like, there's no way you could prepare those properly. That's disgusting. I said, I don't eat slave food. I'm sorry.
He gets upset when I say that.
And he said,
and he is the only black man I've ever known in my entire life that does not like cornbread.
Yeah, he could like chitlins, but not.
I mean, actually,
cornbread.
he's the only human being I've ever known that didn't like cornbread.
But here's what gets me. He was saying the guys in his neighborhood would call them booty tubes.
I don't know what that means.
And I'm like, what the hell? And I said, I'll never call them chitlins again. They're booty tubes from now on.
Yeah.
So I said, you over there eating booty tubes, nigga? Oh, man. He is crazy.
All right, I think Booty Tubes is now right up there with Willy Bobo. I guess.
That's right.
Oh. So Chris is gonna or Ken's gonna stop off at Chris Bacon's house on the way up, and Chris said he's making a tenderloin, a pork tenderloin for Ken. So the gauntlet has been thrown for cooking for Ken on his drive up.
Ken's getting a hookup.
Mm-hmm.
Hope so. Oh, I like how he did the hand on the Iceman.
This is sweet, guys. Look at the stuff Larry's doing right now. It's a little bit different than the stuff he's been doing for us, guys. He's doing a little more light pencil work, some light pen work. It's not just slapping on the ink, which he's killer at and can rule it.
Well, it's Iceman. He can't black out everything. He's going to black out the background. The background.
There's black eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he was going super detailed on this before he knew what it was.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to convince Larry that. Go ahead. No,
I was just going to say, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in. I know it's been a while since we've done multiple sketch shows, but we're going to get back to it. You know, we have no cons coming up for a while. So, that's part of the reason why I'm going to Boston. I'm going to talk to some other artists about getting them on here to do some stuff. We're also going to have some people on just do interviews, maybe non-artists, writers, things like that. We'll talk to Yoshi about tapping into some talent in Japan again.
Yep.
And so we're definitely going to be bringing that stuff back to you guys.
Yeah, I got to reach back out. I had spoken to Brian Bolland about coming on and doing a live interview. So he just said to let him know, and we got to pick a date. Obviously, we'd probably do that because of the time difference. Since he lives across the pond, we'd probably do that on a Saturday. So a nice Saturday afternoon interview show with him, and people come on and talk to him about all the great works he's done. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can work that out. It'd probably be like 2:00 or something in the afternoon on a Saturday or something, but very doable.
Right. Haven't seen this stuff in a while.
Yeah, he does. Mainly, he's all digital. That's all he does, and he doesn't really do that much stuff anymore. I don't know if I haven't seen any new stuff in a while, but he's still out there. He's still very, very social on social media, and he's a big coin collector. That's like his passion. So he loves to show off coins and tell the history of what was going on in the world when the coin came out.
This is Brian Bolland?
Yeah, Brian Bolland. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and did a whatnot yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I heard it went pretty good.
It went very well. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and I was a little worried because I hadn't done one of those in so long with everything that was going on. It took me a while. We have a lot of stuff that shipped. There's still some things that do have to ship out, but the labels are made. It's basically just boiling down to making the boxes and doing that kind of thing. So, but my wife is probably going to get all that done this week while I'm in Boston. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, with the con season behind us, we'll get a semblance of normalcy back here with the 4C and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do another sketch show with multiple artists coming up sometime early, probably September, I think is what it's looking at. So we're going to try and get a bunch of people on. I think Stan Sakai already agreed to do it or said he was very interested in doing it. And
Yep.
we're going to try and do that over a weekend. So that'll be a fun time.
Yeah, just trying to figure out what day is going to be the best to do it. That's the hitching our giddy up right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to thank you all for not talking about the Miss Marvel show.
I didn't watch it yet, so I can't speak about it. I do plan on watching it. I heard it was good. I mean, I don't know. I'll get to it. I'm trying to finish Stranger Things right now. I got like 3 episodes left.
Yeah, I already blew through Sandman. That was pretty good.
I heard that was really
Sandman.
good.
I heard Sandman Blue.
No, I liked it. It's I mean, once again, it's not, it's not for everybody. It's definitely a slower paced sort of thing, but it's, I don't mind that stuff. It's very BBC. Everybody's got a British accent, so you just got to.
Hey! Keep this PG-13.
Oh man. Let's see. Dustin wants to know if any of us seen The Bear on Hulu. I have not.
The Bear. I never even heard of it.
Never even heard of it.
We're out of the loop. I don't have Hulu. Yeah, Linda says she's halfway through Sandman. She's liking it. Cool. Annika says The Bear is so good. All right. Annika said an expletive afterwards. Apparently, she really, really likes The Bear. Okay.
Don't hold back on it. Tell us what.
You got time to type something that dirty. You got time to stop cutting vegetables and come on the show. That's all I'm saying, Annika.
And do what on the show?
Join us on the show. You dirty minds. Dirty, dirty mind.
Hey, I told you to keep this PG.
Mm-hmm. I got to be careful that everything I say can't be followed with it. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, David Oranga came on earlier and wanted to say welcome back, and he missed you. I'm sorry
Hey,
that you were in the middle of your MCU rant. I didn't want to break.
I had to bring y'all to church. The Marvel Church, according to David Williams.
Yeah.
Okay. Webs.
Can't wait till we can show off. Ken's been working on the Simpsonizing colors on Annika and Bacon and I, and he's going to reveal it at some point. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or not. I think he's still working on it.
Yeah, I'm colorblind, so I did it and I sent it to Renee, and she goes, "Well, Jeff's shirt isn't brown; it's red." Oh, okay.
Yes, the colorblind colorist. That's a
Exactly. The colorblind color guy.
Oh, I did want to sell. We do have our final list, guys. For everybody knows we were doing sketch ops with Silvestri. We were doing them with Kubert. We're doing them with Miller. The Miller stuff should be ready to be picked up in Boston. Ken's going to get that when he's up there this weekend. We already had the deadline passed for if anybody wanted to cancel any of their um, commissions. I did want to give, and I will personally contact everybody who canceled one last time for the Silvestri pieces, because I was just informed by Silvestri's rep that he will no longer be doing full figures. So this our op with him is and whatever he's got through Comic Sketch Art, and I think he's finishing up a couple that he took at San Diego because he had like 2 or 3 on a list there. Once he's doing that, he's not going to be doing full figures anymore. No, he's just, that's what he told his rep. That's it. So I want to make sure I give everybody the chance to, if they really, we're more than happy to give you guys refunds if you can't wait till New York. But I'm going to double check. I just want to make sure I told that here. If anybody's on and wants to change their mind, they can message me. But I got everybody's emails. I'm going to send out one last message to make sure, because I don't want somebody to think that they're going to get it down the road and then not be able to get it and miss their shot. So, but like I said, we're more than happy to. We understand it's been a while and we know money's tight, so we will be happy to refund you guys since it took a little longer than planned. But
also know that money's coming from Comic Sketch Art.
Yes. So we have to. That's why we wanted to get everybody's in all at once, is because once we have the number, that's when we have to contact them to give them one lump sum number to send back to us, because we weren't going to say, $400 here, $1,000 there. We want to make sure we give them one so that it's one transfer. So we have to give them the number. They have to transfer the money back to us, and then we have to give it to you guys. So now that we have the final number, I'm going to message them tomorrow, send that out. And that'll be it. And then whenever they give us the money back, we will of course forward the money back to you guys. So once again, apologies for anybody who who's been waiting. It's all coming. It's just a little later than we thought. Stuff happens. And once again, if you can't wait, that's why we said you had a couple weeks to let us know, and we'll get you your money back as soon as we can. So thank you guys so much.
What happened? Is everybody still there?
We're all still here. We heard a little DDD, but I don't know. Nothing happens. You're good.
That was me.
Oh.
Trying to airdrop something to me, to myself.
Linda Craig wants to know if any news about the Miller sketch from last year. Any word from CBCS?
Yeah, I submitted all that stuff, so just waiting for it to come back.
Yeah.
Which piece was yours, Linda? Which piece did you have that went to CBCS?
We'll find out when she answers. Oh, it was a Wolverine headshot.
Cool.
We will look into that, my dear. Yeah, it's been so long that Ken is now a rep for, or a witness for CGC now. So we literally can't work with CBCS anymore. But that's how long it's been since we put those through. But you were waiting on stuff too, so it's not just your piece. But a lot of stuff got really backed up, and stuff ended up going out of order. I don't know what happened. We had stuff we submitted 2 months later that we got back before the stuff that we sent back in think it was August or October last year. So that's the grading stuff, man. That's why I'm so happy we're working with Capture Collectibles right now. We have somebody who goes to CGC on almost on a bi-weekly basis.
Yeah, exactly. That looks pretty awesome. He laid the black down.
He did. I knew it was coming. I just meant like, he was really getting in there with the pencils. I love the shading he did with the grays in there. It's pretty awesome.
If everybody's watching, I mean, I put up a few claims and nobody wants to claim. If nobody's going to claim, we're just going to, after these sketches, we'll be done. I mean,
yeah.
David's fault.
Exactly.
So I will put up one claim for each guy right now and see what happens.
Yep. If you guys want to see us stay on, that's the way.
And then you can see what Larry's doing. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. It's the night before school goes back.
Oh.
I didn't see that. Bacon.
I don't think he means on tonight. Does he mean tonight? Oh, well, we do have a claim for Larry. Look at that. People seeing these are. I like Jeff Wright. Well, nice to see you, sir. I can't remember if I've seen you claim something before. So I always love when I see new names. Plus, you got a great first name.
I'm not seeing that claim, Bacon. Peanut or something? I don't even see Jose on here.
Yeah, I'll have to go back as well. I'm gonna go from the beginning and cut forward. You start the other way, I guess.
I'm already looking. Unless it's a Facebook user or something.
Oh, if it's Facebook user, all right, I'll have to stop on those. I was just gonna look for Jose. Oh, let's see. All right.
You know, it's funny is Bacon just sent me a screenshot.
Yeah.
Of him saying Classic Power Man after his comment, and it's not here.
Yeah.
I don't see the comment at all. I wonder if we're having issues. Is that on Facebook, Bacon? Maybe we're having problems with Facebook.
Yeah, I don't see.
Like crazy, we can't even see it.
Yeah, Jose, if you're out there, man, send another message. And Bacon, if you see it, let us know, because I don't see anything from Jose anywhere. It's like he's got a ghost thing going on.
Yeah, he said it's on Facebook. Maybe we're having a problem on Facebook because I don't see that. I don't see that comment anywhere. I don't even see him on.
And we have Facebook and YouTube on the.
I'm looking at them. They're all checked off. I have 2 Facebook things that it broadcasts on.
Yeah.
No,
listen, Jose, if you can hear us and you're out there, man, see if you can log off and jump on to YouTube and watch us and claim on there. Maybe Facebook's just having a problem. That's really weird. Like,
yeah, see, we're not seeing comments. That's not good. All right.
Without mentioning any names, somebody's house got raided today, so he's trying to get us back.
I think it got raided yesterday.
Oh,
Well, then actually we had two claims for Larry. Then we had the Power Man and somebody wanted a Sabretooth, right?
Sabretooth, yep, that's the one we saw.
Who was that?
There's enough of Larry to go around, people. I'm gonna claim from David and have him draw his favorite scene from Thor Ragnarok.
The credits.
Yeah, exactly. Dog poop on the
I've probably told this story before. One time, they had free movies at a movie theater in Jersey, and the girls wanted to see Jack and Jill. So after the movie, I went to the customer service line, and my wife goes, "What are you doing, Ken?" I said, "I want my money back." And the kids were like, "It's a free movie." I was like, "They owe me something."
Yeah.
This movie,
I've felt like that many times.
Hey, listen, look, Jose jumped over onto YouTube, and we can see him now. So
there you
welcome,
go.
Jose. Welcome. Sorry we had problems, man. I swear we weren't ignoring you. We literally do not have your claim anywhere on our screen. That's crazy. So what this means is we need you guys all to join the YouTube channel and make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. And obviously it works out a little better. It usually is a little faster than the Facebook one, but we tend to definitely have more people join us on Facebook than on YouTube. We'd love to switch that around a little bit. So if anybody needs a reason, I mean, this is the reason.
Let's see if
Yeah, that Iceman is pretty badass. Look at that. Coming at you.
It's all right.
I finished before you.
That's because I'm taking my time. It's hot.
Ever there was a "that's what she said" moment. That was it, but I didn't.
I need to get a better air conditioner.
we have a claim up right now for David Williams. If anybody wants to sketch from David, just type in claim in the comments.
Yeah.
If you do it on Facebook, it's going to be monitored by somebody who's watching Facebook for us. So
Yeah,
apparently,
exactly.
we
We
can
can't see it.
on Facebook.
If nobody takes one, I got one. I got one already like locked and loaded. So I'm gonna give you guys time.
I'm going to go on Facebook and watch from there.
Yeah. We'll find out that we had a sold out show on Facebook and we didn't even know it.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, Jason says someone should suggest Surge with shake weights in their hand for David.
It's not going to happen.
We got a claim. Say
got a
no
claim.
way.
Jose's double dipping, man. He wants a classic blade.
Okay. For me?
Classic blade. Yeah, from you.
Okay.
That was supposed to be mine.
Are we talking like Dracula classic blade? Is that what we're talking?
With the brown safari jacket.
Oh, man. I got to look this up. I'll be right back.
Reference is needed.
Reference is needed, exactly. All right, well. Let's see.
Hurry up, Larry.
I need a better air conditioner.
Here you go.
Oh, you're calling up the wall?
There you go.
Right.
That's why David had to step away. See, Bacon, you made the show.
Here's the air conditioner for you, Larry.
Did the guy get back? Yeah, that's what mine sounded like.
Oh my god. Jeff's trying to sneak in meals too.
I am. I have a little bit left. I have one of these things that you buy on like a TV commercial that doesn't work. It's like a little. It has like a little water thing you put in it, and it blows like water vapor at you.
That's so
Is air
funny.
conditioning thing?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
So I had to pull that one out tonight. It's a little hot in here.
This first appearance blade that I'm doing?
Now, he said that with the safari jacket, that's what the gentleman agreed. Oh, and Bacon says, and David never joined the show again.
For anybody who missed last week's show with the National Cartoonist Society with Bill.
You can take the claim down, by the way, Ken, if you want to. Look at that. Look at that handsome man. Yeah, Bill nailed you, man. He nailed you.
That's awesome.
You can show. I know mine's not done yet. You can show it if you want to, Ken. Ken's still working on the colors. But
Ken, you should put that
What's
on
that?
a T-shirt and wear it to shows. You should put that on a T-shirt and wear it to shows.
Oh, you want to see what I did with it? Watch this, Dave.
Oh, that's see. There you go. You should have that exactly as a T-shirt. Seriously,
That's not a bad idea.
he actually has one. He's got one better because he's making another one. It's not done yet, but it's
not
gonna
done
have
yet.
it's gonna have all four of us in the corner box.
I need one more thing to do, and then it'll be done. So that's what if you guys saw me with my head down, that's what I was doing. I was trying to finish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a Renee sighting. She just passed behind you.
Yeah, if Renee wants to ship, she's like, let's do some shipping. You know what's funny? I was talking to Bill today, and I told him that how good the other ones were, and he was like, he said, "Which one do you think was the closest likeness?" So I told him honestly, I think Jeff's was. He goes, "Really? I think Annika's was." And I could hear he's being critical of himself. I was like, "No, they're all good, Bill." He was like, "Okay."
Listen.
Which one was which?
Oh, I can't wait till you show.
It means he'll probably do another one of you, just in case.
I'm telling you, I think Bacon's is perfect.
Should I show those?
Do it.
I gotta send them to me. Hold on.
That's all right. Take your time.
So did that guy get back in touch with you?
Which one?
The one who switched over to the other side.
Oh no, he wants a Power Man.
Power Man.
Okay. All right.
And if he hadn't claimed something from David, I was actually going to ask David for an Iron Fist. But he got something else he got the blade, so we'll have to wait on that for another time. Oh, he wants the jacket and the fro and goggles.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, and of course he wants like the yellow shirt tiara wearing Power Man. with the chains, I guess, with the chains on his that chain belt he used to have, I think, the bracelets.
That's funny.
Classic Power Man. Let's see. How many people we got on right now, Ken?
21.
Not too many, I know.
21.
21. All right. So I was thinking, I got a couple of pieces of art that I was going to put up if anybody wanted them. And I was like, I was going to do it on the website. I was going to do it on the page, but I'm like, I kind of like to reward the people who are here live if they're so inclined. I could definitely give them first crack. So if anybody wants, I'm going to point to something on my wall behind me, and if anybody wants it, it is for sale. It is $150, and you have to wait till I stop moving because I don't want to point to the wrong thing. So, how about that right there? I have a Walter Simonson Throg sketch, 9x12, full figure. If anybody who's on tonight would like it, just say claim the frog, and it's $150, and it's all yours. I got this at a show I met in Garden State, and I wanted to offer it to you guys. So if anybody wants a Walter Simonson Thor Frog sketch for only $150, that is all yours. Just type claim the frog in the comments. It's all yours. And look at that. So the winner is, drum roll please. Ken, tell me if you see this the same way. I see Paulie Flicks is sold Simonson Claim the Frog. So Paulie got it. Sorry, Craig, I did not stop on the Assad Gore the God Butcher sketch. No, that's why I had to go slow. That is not going anywhere. But that is not. I will take that down off the shelf. But I have one more piece of art that I'm going to be offering up. But I'm going to pull this down right now because, I got, I might as well take it off since it's going to go to this lovely person. So hold on one second. I have to turn off my picture because I'm wearing shorts and nobody needs to see that.
Oh, man.
Oh. Big thunderclap outside too, so hopefully I don't lose power. All right, so there it is, guy. If you want to do a screenshot of it before you get it, there it is. Make sure you contact us through Messenger or email so we can send you an invoice for that. So there you go, buddy. $150. Throg. So I got one more piece. One more. I brought it down. I'm going to show it to you. So this one's going to be just a little bit more expensive if you want it. It is another Walter Simonson piece. So get ready to claim, but I haven't said the price yet, so don't hit claim yet. I don't need somebody backtracking on but it's 11x17, and it is going to be $250, and it is a full head sketch of Thor.
Claim.
Too late. Sorry, Ken. You can't claim. So $250. First claim I get, guys. Yes, 4C Comics claimed first, but that doesn't count, Ken. So if anybody would like that, Thor right there. Once again.
Somebody.
James Burke, look at you. Yes, Ken Bacon. I see that Ken actually did win. But he also had probably a good 5-second head start on everybody else, considering the lag on the video. So James Burke.
That's neither here nor there.
So yes, James, congratulations. That is yours. Once again, there you go. If you want to take it, it's a really nice one. I want to make sure I offered these up to the 4C faithful, and we want to thank you guys for joining this live show tonight. So this is just for the people who who are here all the time, and we enjoy having you guys here. We enjoy doing these live shows, and yeah, congratulations, guys. And this one's not going anywhere, but this is my 5 years in the making. Sith and the Warriors 3, Simonson piece.
Nice.
So 17, 18, 19, and then nothing until 2022. That's how long it took me to get that done. But that one's not going anywhere. So, yeah, congratulations, James. And
Well,
eventually,
we have this we've all seen, right?
Yep, we've seen that one. Look at
So,
Annika. Annika, are you watching? Do you see yourself Simpsonized? I'm sorry, there's a wine glass in your hand.
And then
Nice.
Oh, so perfect. You got to turn that into like bourbon or beer or something, though.
yeah, I haven't colored that part yet. That's the part I haven't finished.
Ken did the digital colors. Isn't that awesome?
Colorblind Ken. With the help of my wife. What color is this? Can you make this color? And then there's this cat.
There's me. Wait, let's see if I.
Hold on, I'm on my reference page. I gotta click over this.
What do you think?
Oh
Does it
man,
capture
that's
that?
spot on. That's spot on.
You want to see bacon, David?
Go back and show
Yeah,
Bacon.
I want to see
Annika.
Annika. That's
There's
him
Bacon.
too. I want to see Annika. Yep. That's awesome.
All right, so in the
cool.
chat, I mean, who's the nailed? I mean,
Yeah,
they were all nailed, but who was
They're all nailed, but
spot on?
Listen,
I think
we,
you the most.
I think Ken's is perfect. I think Bacon's is great. You know, he even got my crooked nose on mine. So Bill's great, man. He's killing those. So for those of you that were able to get yourself Simpsonized last week, congratulations. And yeah, so now we have to see if Ken can make. That's a great idea to make a T-shirt. I think we should totally do the little corner box with all our heads in it, Ken, for a 4C T-shirt. I think that'd be amazing.
So let it be written. So shall it be done.
Absolutely. Where'd my pen go? All right. And
Let's see, we got Bacon said Annika for sure. Craig said me. Field says they all look great. Funny you should say that.
the Fantastic 4C is correct. Domino's Pizza, carry out or delivery.
What's your phone up here?
Now I was having a little trepidation on wanting to draw this, but now I think I want to draw him more often. This guy's cool.
Nice. Holly. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I write down the people who claim these Simonsons, so I get those down. Okay. Yeah, so guys, just make sure you send. I think James, I'm pretty sure we have your info already, but Polly, Flicks, I don't know if we have yours, so make sure you send us a message on Messenger or an email to 4C 4C Comics. comicart.com. Wait, what is it for? I don't even know our own email address. Hold on. It's here somewhere. Ken, put it on the screen. I never email myself. I don't know. I don't have my wallet with me. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I do. I always carry business cards in here. Come on, Bacon. Throw it in the stuff. What's going on over there? Yes, 4C Comic Art. .com is the website, but that's not the email too, is it? I don't know. Bacon, where are you? I need you. See? I keep telling everybody, I'm just like the Ronald McDonald here. I'm not used to doing the real work. Ken, what's our email again?
Oh, I don't know.
Perfect answer, sir.
I never email myself.
That's what I said. 4ccomicart@gmail.com, guys. Sorry about that.
Here, I got some stuff to say. How about this? Anybody want this?
There you go. Go full screen on yourself, buddy. Show off your stuff.
Yeah. Then we have these left over. I have two. For those of you who missed out on the.
Cannot believe we still have some Stan Sakai Usagi's left.
Two of them left. We have that one. Now.
How much is the price on each piece, Ken? Just in case somebody
All
wants to.
three of these are $250 each.
I think they're already on the website, Bacon.
No. Yeah, these two, the Usagi ones are. This junior one isn't. This one I just got this
junior.
past week.
Ah. Yeah, Lucas, that's right. They're sleeping, man. People are sleeping on those Usagis.
And then this. I can't believe I still have this. Everyone tells me, "Wow, that's a great price. Wow, Ken, you underpriced it." Then why isn't anybody buying it?
Look at that. Herb Trumpy, signed by John Romita, full figure Wolverine.
Yellow label CGC. Yeah.
And what again? That's $1,600. That was the price on that one.
$1,800.
I don't know.
$1,800. But I'll tell you what, since Jeff is 16, if anybody wants the 16 during this show only.
Look at that.
Don't ask me later. I'll say no.
Yeah. Oh, Chris thinks you priced it wrong.
Oh, the JR. Oh yeah. Hold on.
You said 250. Is that too low? Probably.
Oh no. This is more of a remark. A bigger remark.
So what are you charging for that one, Ken? Come on.
$100.
First $100, guys. First $100 gets a JRJR sketch on a comic right there. Spider-Man, $100 from JRJR. Not going to get a better deal than that, unless you want to buy a postcard from one of our competitors. Well, we're not naming names here. What? That is its deal, Linda. Oh, Bacon was trying to go up in price.
No, it's actually a remark. It's not a head sketch. You can see how he quickly drew it in marker. It's because it was the it's that glossy cover, that shitty thing that Marvel made. So he just says, "Hey, the best I can do on this is a marker and ink." So I was like, "Oh, okay."
Listen, I'm not for all of you guys who bought those postcards. I'm not putting them down. If, you know, it was a fun thing that other people did. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, the stuff he's doing right now in Amazing Spider-Man is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go full screen. Yeah. Which one? Everything? What am I doing?
Full screen.
Full screen. I'll show everything. Hold on one second. I got loads of stuff.
Ken's got a plethora. So
Okay.
there's a Stan Sakai.
These are $250 each. You can put a little background in there.
Yeah, and listen, those are limited sketch covers. He only had those at the show, I think. I don't know how many he had those in stock.
Here's the junior.
Yeah, look at that. $100 for that junior, guys. $100. And tonight only, $1,600 for a full figure Herb Trumpy CGC slab signed by John Romita Sr.
You regret it.
Yep. We're all full of regrets.
I'll
Don't be
just-
one of those people.
If I can't sell, I'll just keep it.
Yeah.
I would have no issues with that. Larry's going with the fine pencils tonight.
I love it.
Let's see what you got going on, David.
Whip the blade out. Oh, yeah.
It's all right.
You keep practicing, young buck. You'll be all right.
Exactly.
Exactly. One day these guys will make it.
I want to have it be that 70s vibe, you know, like the black exploitation is Blade gonna have to stab a bitch, you know, that kind of stab a vampire bitch to be specific.
See? It's kind of funny that we're going. The two sketches are some 70s black superheroes. That's pretty dope.
This is true, Reagan. Ken is being Ken.
Ken can't be anybody but Ken.
Hey, I'm just calling it the way it was, man. That is not a $300 sketch. That is a very quick. That's just a large remark. That's what it is. Literally took him like 3 minutes to do it.
Ken, I gotta teach you how to be a salesperson.
No, I'm not going to rip anything off.
No. Ken's like, in fact, I'm even charging too much for it. Right? You know what? I'm just gonna throw it in the garbage. Okay. Claim this Bitey. Well, there you go, Jason. Congratulations. I tell you what,
Jake.
when Ken comes up on Thursday, I'll give him the Simonson. You can just ship it all together.
How did I get that job?
I know it's crazy how that works out.
Listen, you sell your stuff, you ship your stuff. Making you liable for that. Oh, Ken, you didn't pay. Did you ship it yet? Like, I'm not even home yet.
Oh, Raleigh 19 wants to know if you sold the 50-50 Peter Parker Spider-Man sketch yet that was on the website.
Yes.
It is gone. Sorry, guys. You snooze, you lose.
Yeah, that one had no chance. I had two people in 4C that wanted to buy it.
That's right. Annika and Bacon didn't even want you to put it up.
I think I have a Daredevil 11 by 17.
Pull it out, Ken. Here we go. Listen, we're gonna do this. Is the you guys are hanging in and watching the show tonight. We want to get you guys the deals. You're the diehards. You guys deserve them. That's why I said this show tonight has a very 2021 feel to it. You know, we're going back to our roots. I like it. Pull yourself for the screen again, Ken. Show if you're going to show off. Do it.
I got it. I don't need direction. I
Look at
know
that.
what I'm doing.
That's a pretty Daredevil.
Now this would be 300.
How much?
300.
$300.
I still have this left.
Oh,
So that's
Scott Williams covered by Alex Sinclair.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And if anybody wants this tonight only, $350.
$350. That's quite a bit less than he was selling it for, guys, on the 4C page. So damn.
And then since we don't have any shows left with Junior, I still have 3 pages remaining. So there's this page, which is basically a half splash of Hulk and Thor. And I have this page with the thing. It's in chasing the Hulk, the Mjolnir, I think it is, or some sort of hammer of some sort.
Linda said you need your sugar daddy.
And then this page right here.
That's awesome. Neymar, Thor, Hulk.
And if anybody wants any one of these 3 pages, $400 each.
Oh my goodness. You all right?
Is that dry air?
The arid air.
That's how hot it is here. I came up here with a Gatorade, a Diet Cola, and a coffee, and I drank them all.
Dang.
I'm like, it's definitely need that moisture. I'll be. I think our temperature here in the DC area is going to go down starting tomorrow, so that'll be good. Get back into the 80s for a change. Linda says, "Ken, let's make a deal." I'm just kidding. She says you're in let's make a deal mode. She still needs a sugar daddy, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
And there were no deals to be had.
Those are the deals. You made the deals. Dealing the deals.
So you all gonna have to send me a link to the new site that I was never told about.
We just launched it. If you paid attention to our show, you'd know.
I'm on the show. What are you talking
I'll
about?
send you a link. I'll send you a link. I didn't send David a link.
Yeah, 4ccomicart.com. You guys are written all over it. You got to know where we're writing about you. You got to check it out. Yeah.
Am I going to beat Larry on this one too?
Just dealing out the screen.
I'm just taking my time.
Slow and steady wins the race. Lucas says, shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots.
So what about everybody else out there in the chat? Are you guys doing any more shows coming up? Are you hunkering down? Were you doing any shows this year anyways? Maybe you weren't doing any. I'm kind of curious to see what everybody's doing now. I know that Ken's doing Boston, then we might go up and do New York for a day. We got to still work that out, but our next show is Baltimore. And that's pretty much, I think, our last big show unless something pops up of the year. Yep, and Jason says New York City, so does Jose, and that's it.
They're waiting for David to come back to shows.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Yeah, we try to talk David into coming to Heroes, but
There's always next year.
always next year.
Let's see. Chris Field says he's going to go to Fanboy Expo in Orlando in September. James Burke's hitting Rose City. And listen, I tried to talk Ken into doing that, but it's too far of a drive for him. I guess he doesn't want to drive 3,000 miles to do a convention. I don't know. The SketchCon 3, all right, we said is probably going to be.
Is that the Seattle, Washington one?
I think Rose City's in. It's not Seattle. It's in Portland.
Portland. Okay.
It's close. Yeah, Emerald City's the one in Seattle.
Right.
But all right, yeah, we'll do. SketchCon 3 is going to be probably the beginning of September. Probably 2 days. We're trying to work out the final dates on that. I don't think we're going to fit it in. But yeah, we'll see. Listen, we don't like to double up on shows except for the ones we do every year. So besides MegaCon and Heroes and probably Baltimore, we're going to mix it up next year and do some different shows. So we'll have to see how it all pans out and how it all. Jason says he's saving up for Heroes. I'm like, that's a long way to save up for. What are we in August? It's not till next June.
He's gonna
Look at that
represent.
blade. Check out the blade, Ken.
Hold on a second. Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Cool. That's all I got for tonight, fellas.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, man. That's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, thanks, Dave. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
just glad to have you back.
Yeah. It's gonna happen some more. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I don't appreciate Larry, but I appreciate everybody.
That's okay.
Nah, I got mad love for Larry, and he knows it. But thank you guys for having me again, and I'll get these shipped out as soon as possible.
Awesome, buddy. Well, you take care of yourself, and we'll definitely have you back on soon.
All right, guys. You take care. Peace.
All right.
Buddy. Yeah, it's so good to have David back. He's had a rough time of it, so we're happy to help. And like you said, he's a great guy. So nothing but the best for him, and we'll see him again soon.
Maybe we can go back to this kind of zero.
There we go.
There was a time back in those days in the early 90s when there was a lot of people coming to shows with their portfolio cases showing people their art. They don't do it too much anymore. And it was like the first time I remember seeing him. I was like, man, this guy's stuff was good. But he hadn't done any artwork at the time. I mean, he hadn't done any published work at the time. So I think he got work at Image. I think it was Image right after that. Might have been because of that convention itself. You all still there?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha. I was gonna say
I was working on something.
There's a silence.
I thought we already have one for Larry. Don't we have a saber tooth that's already in the after this
do
one?
we?
Yeah.
Did you find his name?
The saber tooth? Yeah, that was one we saw.
Yeah, I looked at it again.
All right, we'll go back. Hold on. And then if not, James, hold up there, buddy, because pretty sure we've already got one in the pipe. Do. It's just scrolling back. Hold on, guys. Sorry. God, we had that much conversation going on? It's crazy. All right, hold on. I think I'm almost there.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I'm getting closer. There it is. Jeff Wright claimed a saber tooth from Larry.
All right.
Jeff, let us know if you make sure you're still out there, buddy, so we can get this going for you if you are. Jeff Wright with the W. All right. Yep, there he is. He's still here. See, I didn't even have to look. I could have just waited for Jeff to answer, but it's good to have the original one on there. So
I was drawing kind of slow. I didn't want David to look bad. So.
No, he was out.
I want him to feel good during the show.
All right. For those of you who are interested in Ron Wilson, I will be picking up 15 new pieces of Ron Wilson art.
Mm-hmm.
But
When's the
cover
last time you
recreation.
did a live show?
Ron,
Yeah.
he was at Heroes with us.
No, I said, when's the last time you did one of these live shows?
He doesn't do the live shows.
He's never done one. Ron's not computer savvy. You should have seen the process for me to get the images for these pictures.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was quite the process. Let's put it that way.
No, I love Ron to death, but I think it's so funny that every time I pick up art from him, I meet him at a FedEx. And I'm like,
Exactly.
So I'm driving up to meet you at a place that ships stuff.
He's old-fashioned.
You know?
Really.
Sweet Christmas. That's coming out good.
I'm gonna try to show these pieces to you.
Oh, the Ron Wilson ones? Nice. Once again, you guys stay on. You stay on late. You get to see stuff first.
Let me see if I can do it. You got it on the screen there?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah. So there's a cover recreation he did. These are all 11 by 17 too, guys.
Yeah, the
There's a nice
Thanos
Iron
cover.
Fist.
It's an Iron Fist. Iron Man.
I love this one.
That's a great thing. It's a little small, Ken, so I don't know if you can blow it up at all.
No. Hold on, let me try to share another way.
Sure. I just want to make sure everybody sees the detail on those. Ken, did you make it to your storage unit to get some of the stuff you talked about?
Yes.
Very cool.
So, Ken, are you going to be at the show for all 3 days?
I won't be there all three. I'll be there Friday and Saturday. I'm gonna start driving home Sunday. But I will be there if you need me, my friend.
Well, and you never know. For anybody who's going to be at the show, you never know what wonderful stuff. I think Ken's going to have some Larry Stroman stuff with him to help drop off at Larry's table. So you might have some cool little comics and other stuff.
I think I might have had it. No, well. Is that better?
There you go. Always nice to have Thing with his big beer mug. There is a
one.
Ashes of the Universe #1 cover recreation. Spidey. And the top parts is going to be an overlay, just to let everybody know. It's not hand drawn, it's just an overlay, but they are included. That's a great one. That Fantastic Four versus the Hulk. Or is that Submariner? I'm sorry.
Submariner.
Submariner. He's just buff in that one.
Here's a Hulk.
There you go.
Hulk smash.
Round punching Hulk. Iron Man, yeah. Iron Fist.
Is I think a Defenders cover.
Mm-hmm. And he did draw the little heads on that, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yeah, there's no head drawn. There's that Hulk on the thing on the building.
Yeah, man, that thing is killer.
This is the first appearance of White Vision from West Coast Avengers cover. He's got the wrong overlay on it.
Neymar versus Human Torch. Another Iron Fist. I got to find out what his routine is to get those side muscles on his. That's some vicious workout stuff. That thing is killer. Ugh. Yeah. There's a Ken Carson for you. Nice. Oh, Vignola's in the house. Welcome to the party, pal. Well, Jason, you missed David Williams. We sold a little bit of art. We're doing some awesome sketches.
Yeah, we're doing all right, Jason. Heading up to Beantown tomorrow. Boston. What the Red Sox are in town? I should catch a game.
You should catch the Sox.
Of course, I want to wear Yankee stuff.
There you go. Stop by the yacht.
Step out of the
Go to the
yard.
bar. Go to the
Go
bar.
see the green monster.
Wicked awesome.
The wicked pisser game.
Exactly.
Let's. Oh, they are home. They're playing Baltimore. On Friday, they're playing the Yankees.
I don't think you're going to make it there. Well, actually, you're going to be there Friday, but I think you're going to be a little busy. What time is the game?
I don't know.
And I'm sure that a Red Sox Yankees game is not going to be sold out at all either.
No, come on, you stupid. I'm gonna sit in the monster seat. I can sit behind a dugout for $665. Done. No. Come on, I only need one ticket. You can't tell me there's a straggler sitting there somewhere in a good spot. Sons of bitches.
I love how you just had the idea of going to a baseball game 4 seconds ago, and you're already bitching about the fact there's no tickets.
To a Yankee game against the Red Sox on a Friday night. Son,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. That's the definition of white entitlement. Be careful, Ken.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, look at that, guys. Check out that beauty.
Nice. I'll tell you what, Larry, you know what you're doing.
Now we got a saber tooth. Yep, Jose, he definitely killed it, man.
I never even looked to see what time the game was.
That's why I told you. Look,
I'm
it's a
just
one.
gonna-
It's a 1 o'clock game. The whole reason why you're going up there is to go to the con. I don't think you can go to the baseball game.
Oh, it's a 7:10 game.
Oh, that's perfect.
It is perfect. What time's the show? Show probably starts at 5.
4 o'clock. Yeah,
4 o'clock.
you have to miss the beginning maybe. It's 4 to 9. The show goes 4 to 9 on Friday.
Well, I don't have to be there. I'm not working this damn thing.
I know.
I can leave whenever the hell I want.
I don't know if you want to drive all the way to Boston to go to a baseball game when you're supposed to be working.
You would be mistaken, my friend. And I'd be going by myself.
Listen, nobody you have to share the hot dogs with, buddy.
Nobody to share hot dogs with. Nobody to say, let's leave early.
Oh, VIPs get in it. Oh, so you didn't know that. VIPs get in at 2 on Friday. See?
Well, yeah, I'm not a VIP.
Well, you're not buying a ticket to.
No, I'm not. I'll be walking around the show before the show starts. I was thinking about bringing your banner, Larry, but I didn't know if you needed it or not.
It's funny that you just said. I completely forgot to ask you about that. The thought had popped in my head a little while ago, but David always running his mouth,
And
making me forget stuff.
I grabbed a short box of comics that I have,
Yeah.
and didn't see if I had any prints left. I don't know if I have any prints left.
Oh, Linda says you're a VIP to us, Ken.
Oh, stop it. Thank you. Thank you, though, Linda. As a matter of fact, Linda, I got to message you real quick. I'll talk about the sugar daddy thing.
Oh my God. So, Larry, you got anything else going on besides the show this coming weekend? Anything in the foreseeable future? Working on anything?
Nope.
Gotcha.
Other than just finishing up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Ken that we might our first show next year might be New Orleans because we kind of crapped out on this year. So if we can have to see if we can talk you into climbing in a plane again, but I know that's a far reach. But we're gonna because once again that was gonna be.
I'm not into the plane thing right now.
Yeah. Well, it's still a little ways on. Not until January next year, so we'll revisit it. But I know last year was going to be your first time down in the Big Easy, so. Some new people that popped up. Wilson's out there. Jim Keller's out there watching. Nice. How's it going, guys? Hope your Tuesday nights are going well.
All right, Linda and I are officially an item now. No, I have a piece for her I wanted to show her.
Oh, nice.
It's getting ready to get shipped out.
Linda says it's all on the up and up.
All on up, yeah.
I'm glad Annika wasn't on earlier when David was destroying Ragnarok, or not Ragnarok, Love and Thunder, because she loves the
Jane Foster.
Them's could have been 5
Red
minutes.
Sox fan out there with an extra ticket for the Yankee game. I mean,
I love how you still call it the Yankee game. Not even pretending to be there for the Red Sox.
You know, when I coached football, this is back in probably holy shit, maybe 97, 98. You probably look it up. So one of the kids that I coached, his father worked for Topps, the baseball card company. So it was right after practice, And I'm in the coach's room, and he comes running. And he goes, "Coach, I wanted to give these to you." He real quick. He threw an envelope in front of me, and he took off. And I opened up the envelope, and in it are 4 tickets to that night, Game 1 of the ALCS, Red Sox Yankees.
Wow.
And I looked at him and I went, "I'm going home. I don't want these. I don't want these tickets." So I gave him one of the other coaches.
Oh my
So,
God.
Yeah, because I was like, "Yeah, I'm going home. I don't, nice. Thank you very much, but yes." It's like, no, I don't feel like I got things to do at home. I'm not driving away up to the city. Yeah, just wasn't my thing. So, he goes to a Radio Shack, and he decides that he don't want to go. So he says to the guy behind the counter, he's buying like batteries. He says to the guy behind the counter, "You want to go to a Yankee game tonight?" And the guy's like, "What?" And he throws the envelope on the table. He goes, "I got these as a gift. I really don't want them." The guy's like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, No, take them. Whatever. He said as he was walking out, the guy was behind him, locking the door to the place. I was like, I guess Radio Shack closed early that night.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm a huge Washington football fan. I always have been, and I went to a game, and I used to always throw streamers because I was in the end zone, and I when they'd score, I'd throw these yellow streamers, and I was at a game with my dad, and so my dad was off getting concessions, and we scored a touchdown, and after the extra point, I threw a streamer, and it got all the way onto the field, and it got like tangled up into one of the players, kind of on the field as they were, in the end zone celebrating stuff. So everybody, it's crepe paper. It's nothing, So next thing you know, I got like 6 guys in yellow ponchos coming to escort me out of the stadium for throwing something onto the field. Meanwhile, my dad's not there. I don't know. I'm 16, 17 years old. I don't know. So I get kicked out, and I'm like, guys, so I tell all the people around me, I'm like, hey, tell my dad what happened. And so eventually my dad, I'm standing out front of the stadium waiting right outside for my dad to show up, and he shows up with a handful of concessions wondering what the hell's going on. But my mom raised holy hell, and she ended up getting an article in the Washington Post that Tom Boswell, who's a famous sports writer for the Washington Post, he entitled the article "His Horrid Sin: Throwing Crepe Paper," and it turned out that it got back to like Jack Kent Cooke, who was the owner of the Washington at the time, and he ended up sending me a letter, and he sent me 2 tickets to the game so I got thrown out of an Eagles game, and they gave me tickets to a Cardinals game, which at that time, was like, you got these like really great game you're at, and you're just giving me some crappy game as a consolation. And so I ended up selling the tickets to or giving them, I don't remember, to my boss who was I was working in a tire sales place or something. And it turns out that the tickets he gave me were, first off, he got to park right up front at RFK Stadium, like right next to this is RFK, so right next to the front. And then he was in he was in a box right next to Jack Kent Cooke, and it was like all the food was free, all the beer was free, everything was free. So he had the time of his life. Meanwhile, I was like, I'm not going to this. I don't want to go to this game.
Yeah, I sat in one of those boxes in the vet before the Eagles moved to the Link. Yeah, it was nice, all the food and everything.
Oh yeah,
man. I'll tell you what, I can go to the Baltimore game and sit behind home plate for less than sitting in the bleachers against the Yankees. What? Who doesn't? You guys don't like the Orioles in Boston? What's going on?
I don't know. Well, I mean, everybody loves seeing the rivals play.
Oh, I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, listen. If that game was in Baltimore, you wouldn't be able to find. I'm telling you, the Sox fans are all over. They travel pretty well.
My dad was from the Boston area, and he said he used to go to Fenway and watch Ted Williams play back in the day, So I could swing it. I might actually go. I mean, I'd love to. I love seeing old state. I mean, I went to Wrigley Field once, and just the nostalgia and everything. I really get into that kind of stuff. When Becker, I don't know if Becker's on. Becker took me to see the Royals. That was nice to see that stadium with the waterfalls in the background and everything like that. And I like to just walk around the games. I'll wait, third, fourth inning, and I'll get up and I'll walk around the whole stadium just to look at things.
Oh yeah. Well, as you know, my new thing is I'm trying to see Washington play in all the different stadiums. That's like my new thing once a year. Last year I saw him play in Buffalo. This year I'm lucky enough to go to Detroit with my nephew and my brother. We're gonna go see him play the Lions. So, because I had season tickets my whole life, so I've seen him play every team in the league in Washington. Yeah. I kind of want to see the other stadiums. So,
my old two partners when I had the sports memorabilia thing, they went out to Detroit once to do a signing with, I don't remember what player. It might have been Darren Woodson, something like that. So they went to the stadium. They saw the game. After the game, they went down to the locker room, hang out with the guys, everything like that. Well, they don't leave usually till a couple hours after the game is over. A lot of times. So when they came out of the stadium was empty. There was no cars, nothing. And they didn't have a car with them because they took a taxi over or something like that. So they find a payphone and they call taxi. And they said, can you come back and pick us up? They're like, no. He's like, what do you mean? Like, we're not going back to the Pontiac at this time of night. What are you, crazy? They're like, so they called like 3 or 4 different taxi places and they all refused. They're like, we don't go to that part of town. Now they're thinking to themselves, where are we? What the hell's going on?
Right.
And he said a few minutes later they saw a cop, and he was driving and he saw them and he turned in the parking lot and he came screaming down at them, stopped the car and was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Well, we were, and the player told him the whole story." He's like, "Get in the goddamn car! You gotta get you out of here." I was like, "Where the hell is this Superdome?"
Yeah. They
were like really like nervous. They were like, "No, this is the wrong part of town to be at night by yourself. Get in right now." And the cop drove them to wherever. And
my God, it sounds like some sort of post-apocalyptic Escape from New York.
I was so glad I wasn't with them.
Oh,
so
God.
Good.
Yeah, no. We're probably boring everybody with our sports talk.
God. I'm going to sit behind home plate at the Padres game for $30 because nobody cares about the Squires. Nobody.
Listen, Padres just traded for one of the best player on my team. Man, they got Soto from the Nationals.
Well, the best player on the Nationals is a back.
Hey. We won the last true World Series, buddy, pre-pandemic. My Nats, 2019, before the world went to crap.
26, 27 more, you'll catch up with the Yanks. It'll be fine. I know it's obnoxious. I hate it. Actually, Nationals they had a really good team there. Good run. But that year they won, man, was glorious. That was a good team.
And it's funny because I'm a Nationals fan, and my ex-wife was a Red Sox fan, and the first baseball game I ever took my daughter to was an exhibition game between the Nationals and the Red Sox, and I have a little picture of her, and she's like 2 years old holding her ticket stubs for the game. I have it on my wall right over here. I just looked up and saw it, and I was like, "Aw." I said, "Now my daughter's 15, so all I hear from her is, what?" That's all you get at that age. Nothing. You don't get no more daddy. No, it's like.
I think Vinola nailed it. Right.
It's not the reason the whole world turned to crap. No, maybe it was the Baby Shark song. Maybe that was it.
God.
No, I think it was that guy whose house got broken into yesterday. I think that's the reason why the whole world turned to crap.
That's right.
Without saying any names, right, Larry?
Well,
that's right.
The FBI.
I never say his name, actually.
Listen,
I mean, normally if I refer to him, I say Golden Toilet Boy. Other than that, I don't say anything.
This is why Chuck Dixon want to come on my show.
Yeah. we're not. We're we don't talk politics here, but we're not shy about him either.
My thing is, if the FBI went there looking for documents that he took out of the White House that were classified, and that's what they got, it was a political move. If they came out with anything else, then they might be prosecuting. So, but in order for a federal judge to sign that paper to say that they go do that, there must have been some really good stuff.
We'll see.
We will see. Hey, Riley, I'm going to tell you this without hesitation. You are the first Astro fan I've ever met. I had a buddy who was a Seattle Seahawks fan. I was like, how the hell do you become a Seattle Seahawks fan? Because they were like the worst team every single year.
But not only that, I mean, can you imagine? They're a team that used to be in the AFC, and they got forced to move to the NFC. Can you imagine who would do that?
I know, it's crazy.
That's why I was talking about the Cardinals. They, when the divisions used to be 5 teams, they were the 5th team in the division with the
NFC East.
In the NFC East, and so not only were they nowhere near the NFC East, like all the other teams, Dallas, Washington had their Cowboys and Indians rivalry, but like they were the worst. They were the worst. They were awful. It was the guaranteed 2 wins every year.
I did a show back in the 80s, and it was just some little town in Pittsburgh, like up in the mountains somewhere. I remember as we were pulling into the area, I was noticing all these Pittsburgh Steelers logos on people's cars, people's coats, gas stations, regular stores, and windows of people's houses. And there was nowhere during the entire time that I was there that did not have that logo.
Wow. And
I was even considering getting something that had the logo on it so I didn't get jumped while I was there. But that's one of the only places I've ever been to where people were so loyal, and they weren't even winning at the time, but those people were so loyal to that team that they just did that. So usually when you can't understand that kind of stuff, it's the loyalty part of it that's what's driving that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to tell a story real quick. My niece lived in Denver, and she said when the Broncos were playing, if she was like in a Walmart or something like that, and they would actually announce the score of the game, like periodically, and she said the place would like be quiet. They'd be like, Broncos scores coming up, would shut down, and they would say, "Okay, the Broncos are." It's like that's dedication to a team.
Yeah.
I was at a show once. It was someplace in Florida, and I remember nobody was at the show. Nobody. It was just the people who set up, and I'm like, "Oh, this show's gonna be awful." I'm like, "Where are all the people at?" And then people there was like, "Oh, just wait until the football game is over." I'm like, "What football game?" Some college football game. And sure enough, as soon as that game was over, crowds of people started coming into the convention.
Wow.
The question is, how far is Fenway from the convention center?
Everything looks, I haven't been downtown Boston in almost 20-something years. So the last time I went there to the show, I didn't even recognize where I was at.
It's like right down the street.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I hate you for being able to do that, sir. But do it.
Renee's downstairs going, he's not going to Fenway Park. Crazy.
You think Renee's listening to our stupid show?
She is. She watches it. If she hasn't fallen asleep on me.
I can't listen. I got to break this in. I can't wait to support my my first piece of Commanders paraphernalia because all my apparently wearing all my old Redskin stuff is now not kosher anymore. So I can't wear any of that stuff.
I almost kicked you from the studio for doing that. Hey, who's the guy that Nolan Ryan punched in the face? I can't remember the name. Who was that? Remember Nolan Ryan beat? Was he on the Astros when he did that?
No idea.
Do you remember that when he hit a guy and the guy charged him out and Nolan Ryan put him in a headlock and was hitting him like this? And the big joke was he's the only guy to ever get 5 hits off of Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up now.
Oh my god. Robin Ventura.
Robin Ventura. First, the only guy to ever get 5 hits off of Nolan Ryan in one game.
Oh, I got Robin, Robert, or Rick Ventura.
It's Robin Ventura. That's so funny.
He was on the It was when he was on the Rangers.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, I thought Ryan. I didn't know if Ryan was on the Rangers or he was on the Rangers.
We got a baseball crowd out here.
I was just watching. They were. We were in a restaurant, and they had ESPN playing, and I guess there was a show called The Captain. It was about Derek Jeter, and so I couldn't hear it, but I was watching the highlights, and like when they beat the Padres and they jumped the mound because I've told that story about that was when Cheyenne was born at that moment. I got to see that. But one thing they showed was when they played the Mets in the World Series. And do you remember? I don't know if you remember it. Mike Piazza.
Sure.
No, Clemens. First, he beamed him in one game and almost knocked him out cold. And then in the World Series,
he throws the bat.
He breaks his bat, and then he picks up the bat and throws it at him. And then he started the umpire saying something like, "He hit me. He hit me," or something like that. I was like, "Dude, you just threw the bat at him for no reason."
What's funny is that after the game, he's like, I thought it was. He goes, I didn't know it was a bat. I thought it was a ball. I'm like, well, why would you throw the ball at Piazza? I'm like, that was like the stupidest thing ever. You were totally trying to be to throw shade at him and like do something stupid. It's like, oh, I didn't know it was a bat. I thought it was a ball I was throwing. So I wasn't really thinking. It's like, yeah, but you wouldn't pick up a ground ball first off and throw it at the batter. You throw it to first. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The best thing about Mike Piazza was the best way to get him out was to put somebody on base because he was shit with runners in scoring position. He could hit solo home runs all day.
Well, that's
you give him nobody on the bags. Piazza's dangerous. You put somebody out there, he's nothing.
Adam Dunn was like that his whole career, and when he played for the Nationals, which was like the greatest day of my life because I could go out and buy a Nationals jersey with my name on the back. But
awesome.
but that guy was, oh my God, he'd hit 40 home runs a year as long as it wasn't to win a game and nobody was in scoring position. We were down by like 12 runs all day long. That guy could hit meaningless home runs.
What are you, a Mets fan, Big Nola? What the hell? Of course, Torre was right. Joe Torre was never wrong.
You should tell. I know you've told this story before. You should tell that. You should tell your Joe Torre the Wells story. You should tell that one.
That's a long one, but listen, I'll try to abridge it. I did a signing with David Wells. It was right after he did a QVC appearance, so I had a bunch of baseballs to sign. I got sent up to his apartment to do the signing, and he's a big baby about it, complaining the whole time, all that stuff. Take all the balls back. The next day, the phone rings in the office. And I answered it, and the guy's like, put Bill on the phone. That was the guy who ran the company. Put him on the phone. I didn't even know who it was. Because I was like, Bill, you got to call who is it? I was like, I don't know. So he comes out, and he was like, that was Joe Torre. And he just ripped me a new one. He said, because David Wells is going to miss the start because he said his hand is sore from signing so many autographs. I said, oh, my God. It was in the paper.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was a bad situation. David Wells. David, if you're watching, prick.
Oh man.
See, I knew it. The Mets fan. I went to Shea once. It was a shithole, but I'm glad they turned it into a parking lot because it was. I haven't been in a new stadium now. I'm sure it's beautiful. I wanted to go to every baseball stadium at one point. But then everybody kept changing their stadiums.
Yeah, I've just been. I literally have only been to
That's right. It's City Field now. That's where the Mets play.
Yeah. I've been to Baltimore and Nationals Park. Those are the only two baseball stadiums I've ever been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never really got into baseball because I grew up in DC and we didn't have a team, and I wasn't going to be an Orioles fan. So I saw when I was with my ex-wife, we saw the Red Sox play at Camden Yards, and and then when the Nationals became a team, I saw them play at RFK before they got their own stadium, and I've been to their new stadium. But that's it. Yeah, I wasn't. I played baseball as a kid, but I never really followed baseball that closely till we had a team in Washington.
I've been to Yankees. I've seen 3 different Yankee stadiums in my life. I've told that before.
That's great.
Been to Shea, obviously Philly. Been both the Vet and
the new one.
No, they don't play in the length. They have I forget the name of their stadium.
I don't know. Listen, I lived in Philadelphia, and when I moved there, I never wanted to leave, and I think I just left all my burgundy and gold stuff in a box. I didn't want to leave anything. I didn't want my car to get vandalized. I never even thought about going to a game,
right?
An Eagles game. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to end up getting beat up. So,
I had tickets to see the Marlins in Miami, and that was September 11th, 2001. So the game got canceled. But I was excited. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to see the Marlins play." And nope.
Yeah.
Some douchebag started crash planes into the World Trade Center. I'm trying to think where else I've been. I've never been to Camden Yard. Surprising.
Really? Wow.
It was drivable, but I never went to Camden Yard.
Well, I'd love to say that when we're at Baltimore Comic-Con, you can go, but that would involve Baltimore playing in October. So that ain't going to happen.
Bacon, you are maybe one of the bravest men I've ever met.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I mean, there is no way I'm going to a Flyers game wearing another team's colors. No way. Unless I'm looking for a fight.
Well, Bacon's usually looking for a fight, so that's okay. Yeah, Camden Yards is a very beautiful stadium, and if anybody's never been to Nationals Park, it's pretty lovely too. They did that right. I don't know everything they did wrong with FedEx Field for Washington. They did right. Yep, that Sabretooth is killer. Jeff, you are a lucky guy. Broad Street bullies.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. So hey, when Ken gets back from Boston this next week, I got some Sin City blanks that are going to have some Sin City characters drawn on them by Frank Miller. Those are going to be up. That's another exclusive you guys are going to find out about first. So when I get those back, those are going to go up on the probably the 4C page. I mean probably the website, and we'll probably sell those there too. So that's something to look forward to. Almost forgot. Figured I'd throw that out to anybody here who's left hanging out. Because once again, I love to give you guys the exclusives. It's the reward for hanging out with us. We're working out the final details for Baltimore. Bill Morrison's going to be there. Russ Braun's going to be there. Pretty sure Ron Wilson's going to be there. And then we're trying to add a person or two. So we'll let you guys know when we get that all figured out. Yeah, Linda, you're absolutely right. Larry, man, you are just taking your time with these sketches and putting in the extra little touches and stuff. It's killer. I love the shading. Oh, they're acknowledging the love you're putting in these bad boys.
Thanks.
Oh wow, look at that.
I know, right? Yeah, somewhere Benham's biting his fingernails.
Exactly.
Yeah, James says the background in this is nuts.
Hey Larry, is Mike Doherty going to the show?
I think so. Well, he wants
met
to
him.
come to the show, but yeah, but he's not going to be setting up at the show, so I might let him use one of my passes to come in.
Yes, I can get him a pass if he needs one.
You said what?
I can get him a pass if he needs one too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think he said he wanted to come in on Saturday.
Yeah, I can almost definitely get one for him for Saturday. I got peoples there.
I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
I don't know about a big deal, but it's like, oh shit. Here comes 4C. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Found some comics for Ron to sign.
Yeah, you have to show him that picture of that comic I found the other day. See if that might be a cool cover recreation for him to do. I think I sent that to you.
I showed him that page.
Oh, did you? Good.
Yeah, he was like, I don't remember drawing that. I was like, well, Ron, it was probably 40 years ago. So
right, 40 years ago, and you've done your share of drawings.
Yeah.
I have a friend, and he just cannot possibly believe that artists can forget stuff that they do. I said, man, I forget almost everything I've done.
It's funny because I've seen a lot of artists like that, and then there's other artists I've seen who they can tell you what they were eating that day.
Yep.
You know, it's crazy.
I every once in a while would get a note from somebody who wanted to buy something from somebody on eBay, and they'll say, Mr. Stroman, I just want to know, just to make sure, did you actually draw this? And I was like, I don't know.
It looks like something I could have done.
Yep.
I've done that. I've reached out to creators and asked them. And I've gotten a lot of responses.
I always tell people if you can remember stuff you've drawn, then you haven't drawn enough.
Yeah, right.
Well, do you remember that page that I showed you earlier, Larry? Do you remember working on that book?
Barely. I remember some of it, but not a whole lot.
Right.
What it is with me is usually when I'm done with working on a book, I never really go back to look at it again. So sometimes I just have no memory at all of certain things.
Yeah.
Oh, he's signing it.
All right, done
Yeah.
with that one.
Done with that one. All right.
Excellent.
Well, we did have a Lady Loki if that person's still here. So we don't need
James
to.
Burke.
Was
He's
it
in
James
a, he's
Burke?
in a chat. I'm guessing he's still in
James,
for it.
you still in for your Lady Loki, buddy? Let us know. Aye. He says aye.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm looking forward to going to a show where I don't got to worry about doing nothing.
Ken, there's never a show where you don't worry about doing anything.
It's true. I'm gonna try anyway.
There you go.
And if Larry needed me, I'd be helping Larry. But
Now is Lady Loki an actual character, or is that just Loki as a woman?
Well, in the comics, I think her outfit's basically the same as his. One of her horns is broken on the helmet. So I don't know if you need to Google it or not.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is she an actual character, or is she just Loki as a woman?
Yeah, I mean she's a variant, I guess, of Loki. She's like a female variant. I don't think she's somebody else. She's literally Loki. She is Loki, the goddess of mischief. Only she's female instead of male. Oh, am I wrong? I don't know. Chris, straighten me out then. Tell me what I need to know about this. Okay, it says Loki took female form. Okay, so it's not a variant. It's just Loki who took female form. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you guys do. If you put them after Ragnarok's in the comics, Loki was reborn in Sith's body. Okay.
So it's a woman.
So it's Sith, but she's Loki's mind's in Sith's body. So he dresses like Loki, I would imagine. I don't know.
So it's a woman.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, was that because of the movie, or that was something that actually happened in the comics?
No, it's because of Ragnarok in the comics.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to answer a question here.
Take care, Jose.
James says, yes, a woman. Her horns are
Massive, I think he's trying to say.
massive. And she has a big furry collar.
That's the picture I'm looking at. Oh, no, I know what he's talking about. But it just looks like it's a cape. It doesn't look like it's a collar. It doesn't look like anything has a collar. Let's see here.
I'm trying to find that sketch that you got from Miller, that the full face one. I'm trying to find a picture of that. And I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Yeah.
So what was the charity show for?
It was for the Cartoonist Society Foundation. We've been doing something with a different artist who's part of that every month. We did Stan Sakai did one. We did one with Sergio Argoniez. We've done it with Tom Richmond. Just a bunch of guys who are part of the Cartoonist Society, and it's just to raise money for their foundation. They use the money for lots of different things to help out artists in need and other charities. Like they work with Heroes a little bit and other charities too. So they can donate their time, and then we donate our time, and they just come on and draw. And we try to get as much stuff as we've done. I think that Bill raised, what was it, Ken? Like close to $4,000. Yeah,
Yep.
$4,000. So that was good. And we know that Stan and Sergio raised quite a bit of money as well. I think one of them raised about $5,000. One of them raised about $7,000. I don't even know. I don't know who we have next month. We have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't
You know,
we haven't gotten it up yet. We're working on some people.
you know. Listen, Jim Davis is not out of the realm of possibility. People, you could have.
So is it like that, what's that other thing where they raise money for comic people that are having problems?
Let's say the Heroes Initiative is the big one that does that.
Yeah. Is it like that?
They work with Heroes too, but I think they work with other charities as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. just all kinds of philanthropic work. Just anything that just a nice way to give back. And let me see. Let's see. See, it says it's the charitable arm of the National Cartoonist Society. It was formed in 2005 to continue charitable and educational works that have been the hallmark of the National Cartoonist Society since its inception in 1946. So, no, nice. Looks like they have scholarships. They oops. Yeah. Let's see.
Ed said he was shipping them to me this week. So
Exactly. Nice. Yes, the National Cartoon Society Foundation offers aid and assistance to cartoonists and their families in times of need and hardship, whether that means a contribution to medical bills or something as simple as assisting with the National Cartoon Society membership dues. There's a scholarship, an annual scholarship. There's fundraisers. Yeah, educational. Yeah. St. Jude's Hospital. Yeah, they do a lot of great stuff, man. They're pretty. It's pretty fantastic. So yeah, Bill Morrison's he's the vice president of the foundation, so he kind of put us in touch with them and thought it would be a great way for everybody to kind of give back and how we could help raise money for it. So it works out really well. Let's see. James says, Larry works so fast. I'm curious as to how much of his character pieces like this he sees before he draws them, or is it all improvisational?
Yeah, I think I just kind of make it up as I go along.
Already got some side finagling going on in our 4C chat. Well, Annika, if you have some Chardonnay in you, that means you're ready to come on the show.
But she was on a cleanse. Now those two jumped out. Even if they came on, I'm not letting them in.
Okay. Her sober brain doesn't understand Chardonnay bacon. I get it.
I'm not even letting them in if they come on. I'm gonna keep them in
the green room. Say no. You want the night off? No.
That's right.
Don't forget to send me
You
a
know-
copy of my color version of my Simpsonizing. I haven't seen. I need to take a close look at that.
You know, back in the day, before all the computer stuff, everything was dependent on how fast you could get something shipped to somebody. So you had far less time than you do now to draw a book. So what you had to do is you had to learn how to draw faster.
Right.
You learn how to cut corners, all that kind of stuff. And the unfortunate thing is sometimes the stuff didn't look all that great, but you still had to meet those deadlines regardless. And then once you've spent a certain amount of years doing that, it just kind of gets ingrained in you. So when I hear people say stuff about drawing fast and all that kind of stuff, it just never seemed to me as if I was drawing fast. It just always felt I was just drawing normal.
Right.
When people would ask Kirby, how fast is he? How many pages can he draw? And he says, he never really paid attention to that. He says, it's just about solving drawing problems. That's all you're doing is solving drawing problems. The actual time that it takes doesn't even really matter. So like I said, I remember one of the last times I did a cover, I noticed that, I drew the cover, I scanned it, sent it to the inker, he inked it, then he scanned it, sent it to the colorist, and all of us lived in different parts of the world.
Right.
And then 3 or 4 days later, the cover's printed. I mean, that was unheard of, back in the 80s and stuff like that. So they used to talk about how fast artists were back then. Now I almost never hear anybody talk about how fast an artist is because the computer has taken up so much of that. And now people draw in such a way that they know that the colorist is going to make up for it by filling in those blank spaces with colors. In some cases, they use like a photograph for like a background, so they don't even have to draw the background.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So now you just kind of think of drawing in a different way than you did back then.
I may have told this story a while ago, but I was with Michael Golden once, and we started talking about art and stuff like that, and I made a comment like, what I think is crazy? I said that people work digitally and they don't get to sell their original art. I was like, anybody who draws digitally is just stupid. And he was like, I've been drawing digitally for like 15 years, and I was like, when I meant stupid, I meant who doesn't draw digitally is a dummy.
Hold on, let me see if I can put this 13 size shoe out of my mouth real quick. Hold on a second.
Yeah, let's see if this fits. Nope, not yet. That was funny.
I remember the first time I'd gone to an art show and I was all excited because I was going to go there and see all this original comic art and stuff. So I get to the show, every single thing at that show was digital. I'm like, man, I could have stayed at home and looked at this on a computer.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
But to a lot of the newer guys, that's so normal to them. And I'm like, doesn't it ever occur to you that you would want to sell your original art? They don't even think about that.
It's true.
You all know who Sid Mead is or was?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I've heard of him.
Yes.
Sid Mead was the guy who designed, the police car and, he designed most of the stuff in Blade Runner and Star Trek and Aliens and this guy. But he was also a car designer and he designed yachts, all kinds of crazy stuff. So I've been following this guy's stuff since I was in high school. So I was living in California at the time, so they were having a show at the school, one of those School Institute of one of those kind of schools. So I go there. There's a one-man show, and the best part about it was seeing the original art that was in these that for the stuff that he designed for these movies. And but like I said, now I go to a show now, and it's a lot of digital stuff. It's just not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the one thing about original comic art. I don't think people realize that this stuff might go away.
Yep.
There's not going to be any
Or
original
all
pages.
those times where you could go to a gallery and you can see the original hand painted cells from like animated movies and stuff, and now because most of those movies are digital, there's nothing exists.
Right. What are you using there to ink there, Larry?
Huh?
What kind of pen are you using there?
It's called a Tombow. I don't know how I came across these. I think somebody gave me one or something, and I've been buying them ever since.
Bill uses them. I bet you got it from him at Philly or something like that.
No, I was before him, before I met him.
Was it for him? Oh, okay.
Yeah. They work, they feel almost like you're using a thin brush as opposed to a pen.
Jeff had to step away for a minute, so you guys are stuck with me.
So Ken, when you went to San Diego, did you have a table?
Yeah, a table with Bill Morrison.
Yeah.
Bill was a special guest.
Oh, that's right. He got his Ink Part Award.
Yeah, he got his Ink Pot Award. Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember being in 2018 when I got mine. And I always tell people, I got treated like a king for 1 week. They probably wouldn't even know me if I went there now.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
But that's when everything was normal and everything was overcrowded. Now, you've been there before, right?
no, that was my first time.
Okay.
And it was pretty impressive.
Yeah. And man, I remember what it was like. I remember what it was like when I first went there back in the 1980s. And now it's so huge, it doesn't even make sense.
That's funny.
Oh, tell your wife I said hi when you speak to her again.
Oh, we'll do. Yeah, she wasn't feeling good tonight, so she was gonna hang out and do some shipping, but she came up and she said she wasn't feeling good, so she might be in bed.
Yeah.
She runs herself ragged,
Right.
as some women tend to do.
So is Bill still working on The Simpsons?
No.
Is he doing any animation stuff?
He'll work with the Simpsons sometimes. To do I don't know what you'd call it. Like some, promotional stuff or things like that. But not entirely. But he does still work for them occasionally. Like he just did something for them recently for some merchandising art for toys that are coming out or something like that. So yeah, he'll sometimes still get work from him. He was hoping when they brought back Futurama, they were going to ask him to come back, but they didn't, since he was art director on the show when it was on the air. But it didn't work.
I never knew when that show was on. It's like it would be on, then it's off, and then it's on, then it's off again.
I think it aired for like 4 years on Fox, and then they canceled it, and then Netflix picked it up, and they had it for a couple years, and then they dropped it, and now I don't know if it's going to be on Hulu or one of those other streaming services, but it's coming back. I never really watched Futurama.
I like that show.
I remember when it first came out, I watched it a little bit, but I didn't get into it like I did with The Simpsons.
Well, it took me a while to get into it, but when I did, I think I actually liked that better than The Simpsons.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that. But The Simpsons, I mean, that show's on Disney Plus now, and there's just a whole new generation of kids that are getting into The Simpsons again. Like my daughter watches it religiously now. Look what the cat dragged in.
Hi. How are you, Ken?
I'm changing your hair color, but I don't know what color it is. So
It's gonna be like
it could be green. It could be red.
Oh man, Larry, that's so.
So how did the stuff you cooked turn out?
Oh, I wasn't cooking. It was all like just veggies. I made a salad. It's boring. Boring. That's so
What's
pretty.
up?
Thanks.
I already like her.
Did you hear I saw Thor: Love and Thunder today?
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jane. And I love Natalie. So
I didn't say I didn't like Jane Foster.
yeah, it was just nice to see the person that you love in comics on screen. I enjoyed it though,
Right.
but I went in very.
I'm gonna send you the new one I did. Tell me if I got the color right.
Oh, so it's not purple?
I don't know. Could be.
I don't know either.
I always get excited when I see a character appear for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if it's something terrible, I still like seeing a character for the first time.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I mean, I was so happy I saw her on the big screen. I think it's darker, Ken.
Is it right?
I mean, yeah. I think so.
You mean yeah? What does that mean?
Like in the sun, it looks that color, I think. Yeah.
What, do you want it darker?
Do I want it darker? No. That little piece behind my ear, can you make it brown too? It looks like I'm balding. I just noticed it.
You're not? Oh my goodness. Oh crap. Hold on.
Who is this for, Ken? Who do I get to be jealous of today, even though I'm sober?
That's James Burke.
Wow. This one's going to be good. I say that about everything that Larry does, but this one's going to be great.
All right. So I corrected your female
bald
pattern
spot.
baldness. Your bald spot. How's that?
So what's to say here about you getting tenderloin from bacon? Perfect, Ken. Feel much better about my hair now.
What?
Are you getting a
Tenderloin.
great meal from bacon?
Bacon?
Bacon's cooking for you?
That's what I heard.
Oh. I'm jealous.
We'll see if he actually does or not.
I mean, you can never trust a person named Bacon.
It's true.
If he doesn't jump on here, I'm going to keep talking shit. Oh, man.
I kind of like Bacon's pink drink here.
I like it. It makes sense. It's the grape juice. Don't change it, Ken. Don't change it. Don't listen to him.
Well, I'm not changing it. Do not listen to Bacon.
Don't listen to the bacon.
Don't listen to the Bacon.
You know what, James Burke? You and that fancy cape you're about to have on this Lady Loki is, it's just great. It's awesome. You know what? It's just so
okay.
great. I'm not jealous at all.
Not even a little bit. You can hear it in her voice. She's actually happy for you.
I am actually happy for you. It's great. I just have to remind myself I have a great piece from Larry. That was actually one of my favorites of the year. When was that, Ken? 2020 or 21? The first SketchCon. 2020.
Yeah.
One. I don't know. It was one of my favorite pieces of the year, though. So thank you, Larry.
Thanks.
How's it in Florida, Ken? I heard Larry said it was really hot where he's at. How about in Florida?
Today wasn't too bad. We went to the storage unit today. And
Are those things AC? Do those things have AC? Those things.
you can get it with AC.
Oh.
What I have isn't. But you can get them. I think Jason, the one Jason uses, has AC.
They're always going to that thing, though. When I talked to Monica, she's like, I've been here 3 times.
Yeah, I believe it.
No, the problem with me is I have trouble sweating. I have to really overexert myself in order to sweat. So it just feels miserable. I feel miserable. It just feels like the heat is just inside my body, just sitting there. And like I said, I got to go way out of my way before I actually start sweating.
Oh, wow. I did not. Huh. I've never thought about that. That would not feel great.
Yeah.
It's like a microwave.
Yep.
Oh, Bacon said he is cooking, Ken, and you're going to love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Damn. He treats you way better than I treated you.
No. Like I said, sit in this chair. If you move, the dog is going to take off your legs.
Well, she ended up liking you. No, I wouldn't say
Yes.
liking, tolerating.
Tolerated.
She doesn't
She was
tolerate
okay.
a lot.
She allowed it.
So Ken, where you live, is it like one of those desert things where it's like 100 degrees in the daytime, but like 40 degrees at night?
No. If it's hot, it's usually just hot.
Yeah, that's like here, it'd be like 90 degrees, and when it hits nighttime, it's like 85 degrees.
Oh no.
It just would just be miserable.
No, thank you. Yeah, that does not sound fun.
I heard you guys were having a heat wave up there, but they said it's going to break tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good. Like it will rain every once in a while, but then it'll cool down for about a second, then it heats up again.
Mm.
Yeah, I think for the show, it's going to be probably in the late 70s, which is good.
Oh, that's a good zone.
Yeah.
I can do that. 90s seems very intense. I don't know if I could do that.
I'm okay when it's hot like that if it only lasts for a couple days. Past that point, you can't stand it.
Yeah, then you just get like annoyed.
Yeah, we're on like almost like our second week of this.
Oh wow. Yeah, that does not sound fun at all.
Sorry, I'm working on your thing, Annika. I'm trying to.
Oh, make sure I don't have any more bald spots. I appreciate it.
No, that work's done.
Invoicing makes me crazy. Pull out my hair.
That's funny. Well, there was a part on Jeff's, but I caught it before I sent it. You're like, one of his lips wasn't colored right.
Just a.
It was like just blended into the beard.
Mm. Oh, that cape is going to be so cool. Yes, James. My Jane Foster is fantastic from Larry. Like I said, one of my favorite pieces from that year. Oh.
Come on now. Trying to do some touch-ups.
Oh.
All right, let's see. See if you guys like this one.
So is Boston is that con like a 3-day weekend con?
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep.
Oh, okay. I like those. San Diego's a little too long for me. As I get older, San Diego, it takes a lot longer to recover.
5 days.
It took me so long to recover from San Diego.
Well, Wednesday's a preview night. It's like, Wednesday was a full day at that show.
Well, because preview night goes until a lot later than it goes until like 9.
Yeah, that was a late night.
San Diego's more about partying than it is about convention stuff.
It is, they do have a lot of parties.
After the shows is when all the events take place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was this year though. It was like a lot calmer. Like it didn't really like seem like it's because like in the past, like in the gas lamp and stuff, it like spills in and like everyone has like something comic-y in the gas lamp, and it just
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was kind of just like the normal gas lamp, but with people in cosplay walking around. So it wasn't like the full-blown thing that they've done before with like exhibits and all that into the gas lamp. So it was definitely different, but nice way to get back into it.
I always like how all the stores around are kind of into the show, where
Yeah,
everybody's wearing like comic book T-shirts and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, and it wasn't like so much like that this time. It was weird,
Right.
so I was sad, but maybe next year it'll be back like full force. Like Leica usually has been coming recently, and they would do like a whole exhibit of how they do stop motion in the gas lamp. It's pretty cool, but none of that happened. I love it, Ken.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to end the show soon because I have to go somewhere to get ready for Boston tomorrow.
All right, I'll be done on with a bit.
How many sketches did Larry do tonight?
Larry did 4, I think.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I did 4? Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm leaving for Boston in the morning. I was supposed to do something this afternoon. I couldn't get it done, so I'm gonna run out and do it in a few minutes.
So how long does it take you to get to Boston from there?
It's 20 hours, but I'm gonna do it over 3 days. Basically, tomorrow I'm driving from here to Raleigh, and I'm gonna stay with Bacon tomorrow night. So that's about 9 hours. And then Thursday, I'm gonna drive to probably somewhere, maybe Connecticut.
You driving by yourself?
Yeah. And I'm gonna stop at Ron's on the way, pick up some art, and then Friday I'll finish whatever's left of the drive. Hopefully it won't be more than 3-4 hours, and then I'll check in at a hotel and then run over to the show. So I'll be able to spend the whole day Friday, the whole day Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to start heading home. And Sunday I'm going to meet with another creator, hang out. We're going to have lunch. He's going to sign a bunch of books for me, and then see how far I can get from there. I don't know if I can get the Bacon from there, but especially when I stop for a couple hours. Drive as far as I can get. Maybe I'll stop in Washington or something, hang out with Jeff.
I was like, Washington's on the other side of the country.
Don't make me do it.
Uh-uh.
And then the next day, I don't know if I'll drive to Bacon or not, or keep going. Depends on where I am. And that's it. I'll be home probably Tuesday, right? If I leave Sunday, I'll be home Tuesday.
All right, there it is.
Beautiful.
Ooh, that's awesome.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to thank Larry for.
Thank you. Sorry for joining so slow tonight. It's one of them days.
You're fine. It's been a while. We haven't done any of this in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thank you, everybody. We will be back.
All right, so I guess I'll see you in a few days.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday.
Yep.
But I want to thank everybody for joining in.
Are you coming up here by yourself?
What's that?
You coming up here by yourself too?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Didn't I just ask you that question? I must be tired. All right, man.
Thanks. All right. Take care, Larry.
Bye, Larry.
See ya.
So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And hold on one second. Let me get this view back.
Oh, you get in the center.
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday. Not sure if we're gonna have an artist on. It might just be a another recap show or a news show. Hopefully, I'm going to have that Frank Miller stuff with me when I come back. But yeah, and we will see you guys real soon. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you later.
Good night. Oh, wrong. No, good.